What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Young Hebrew. Welcome back to another Hebrews cast. Much gratitude for joining us this evening. We do appreciate it. 3 p.m. throughout the week, we do stream the Hebrews cast. And look, folks, today we got some stuff to talk about. Shout out to everybody that's in the hobby room tonight. We do appreciate it. We do appreciate it. Just hit 1,000 subscribers, so we want to go ahead and give it up there as well. Give it up there as well. Much gratitude. Rockstar talked. Well, they tweeted. Remember, they weren't allowed to tweet. They tweeted. They weren't allowed to tweet unless it had to do in regards to to Red Dead Redemption 2, more specifically Reddit Online, and even more specifically hashtag save Reddit Online. So I want to talk about that first, and then I want to get into properties and kind of what I touched on yesterday, but more specifically how a rancher role or owning a ranch in Reddit Online would not work. Yes, I had to come to the terms. I don't like saying it. We all want a rancher role. We all want to own a ranch and own a property with an exterior, but I don't see how that would work. And we'll touch that as well. But much gratitude for everybody that's in the building. And let's see here. We have King of Killing in the building. Surprisingly, I'm still first. But we appreciate you for being here and being first. Kitty, hashtag save Reddit Online. Outlaw Chuck says, what up, bro? What's going on? Appreciate you. OG Truth in the building says, hello to all. Hashtag save Reddit Online. JG in the building. My connection is such as. Kitty, so is Rockstar finally going to talk? Good question. Let's get right into it, right? E305 says, what's good? Bam, grats on the 1K. Well earned. Hashtag save Reddit Online. Much gratitude, man. Do appreciate that. Is that Siren? Siren? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I apologize. But hello, thank you for joining the hobby room. We appreciate you. Hope all is well. David, what's up, my boy Hebrew? What's going on, David? Much gratitude for tuning in. DJ Ghostman, just sub, my friend. Thank you for the hashtag save Reddit Online. I quit till they fixed a lot of the griefers, and the griefers were handled. Much gratitude. Thank you. We do appreciate the support. We couldn't, as homesteaders, that blows. We'll get into it. DJ goes, I am a 64-year-old and I still love gaming, and Red Dead Redemption 2 is the best game I have played all my years. Hats off to you. Still gaming at 64 years old. A lot of wisdom there at 64 years of age. I can't wait till I'm that old, sitting on the porch, imputing wisdom to these youngsters. You bastards. But I'm going to call them too. King of Killing says, I spent 30 minutes trying to find Madame Nazar, but I still can't find her. Use the Gene Ropke map. Type in collector's map. Excuse me. Type in the collector's map in on Google. Sorry about that, guys. And I damn near fell out of my chair. On Google, type in the Gene Ropke map, and it'll have the Madame Nazar location. Anybody that's doing the collector role, you need that map. And he worked very hard on it. I believe it's a team that worked on that. Jake here says, yo, howdy, y'all. What's going on? Jake, appreciate you joining the hobby room this evening. Alter Ego says, what's happening? What's going on, man? No worries. I'm a new player, and I want this game to get all the support it can. It's amazing, and I love the community. It's just one hell of a community. We've seen that last week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I hope I'm getting your name right. Siren. It's Siren. It's I apologize. Try my best out here. Oathbreaker says they don't have to do a ranch. They don't have to do a ranch, but a property and expansion for trader somewhere you can spawn just like the camp. We'll get into that. DJ Ghostman, no doubt. That's why I subbed your maturity. That is what I was drawn to. No woke crap, just real talk. We do appreciate that. Yeah, no fake woke crap around here. Yeah, after woke became a trend, I stopped. I appreciate that. I'm 64, also gamer for life. OG Truth, man. Older gamers in the building. It's as I grow older, it's harder to game, or harder to look forward to games because of the pandering and the agendas, whether it's political or social, that's being forced down our throats via gaming and mobile gaming, and any platform that you're playing on. It's but mostly the consoles. in PC. It's terrible. It's terrible. Everyone, you know, they can't entertain you anymore. Everything has to have a message. JG says, I keep meaning to ask, do you have your first playthrough of the story up on YouTube? I wanted to watch, but I couldn't find anything. That's a good question. I do not. And we'll get into that, like I said in my 1,000 subscriber video that I just uploaded an hour ago, hour and a half. We will be doing a Red Dead Redemption 1 playthrough. I may do a poll here and see exactly if we're going to do Red Dead Revolver, Red Dead Redemption 1. But I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, that you guys wanted a Red Dead Redemption 1 playthrough instead. And since I already started it, it would have been perfect. But we'll see here. I appreciate everybody that's in the hobby room tonight. We're going to get right into it. Just wanted to catch up with chat for once. All right, now I'm gonna be honest with you. Never made a poll before. Never made a poll before. We'll just do this. It'll be a walkthrough, to be a playthrough. So yeah, no, Rockstar spoke today, right? And it's interesting because it's in regards, you know, I'm sure plenty of you saw it on Twitter, but it's in regards to their, you know, PlayStation's discounted Red Dead Redemption single player, which comes with Red Dead Online. So in essence, it holds both. Yeah, folks, it looks like we're gonna have to maybe this is it. Let me see here. All right, we're gonna mess with the poll another time. I'm not gonna even attempt to. My apologies. All right, so if we look here, right? If we look here, Rockstar on their Twitter, this is today, says get Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultimate Edition for PlayStation 4 during the final days of the PlayStation Holiday Sale. Includes story mode, right? Red Dead Online, plus all special and Ultimate Edition content, also playable on PlayStation 5 via backwards compatibility. And then, of course, and this ends January 19th. So in 2 days, this is null and void. So the Ultimate Edition, they want you to pick it up. Nothing about hashtag save Reddit online, but they want you to buy the Ultimate Edition, let you know that it's on sale. And of course, the comments are flooded with hashtag save Reddit online, as it should be. Hashtag save Reddit online. But my thing is, tomorrow, now last week, if you remember, they didn't say anything about Red Dead Redemption. And then this week, when it came to GTA, they waited a day. Or sorry, last week, 2 weeks ago, or sorry, last week, they didn't say anything about Red Dead Redemption online. Also last week with GTA's tunable update for their DLC and their drip-fed content, they didn't say anything on Thursday. They waited till Friday. They waited a day later because they didn't want to have this trending. They're trying to stop us from having this trending. Okay, we understand that. However, this is not going to stop trending until they address it. So tomorrow's Newswire is, again, Reddit Online's turn. What are they going to say? What is Rockstar going to say tomorrow? Are they going to say anything? Are they going to address the hashtag save Reddit online? Or are they going to act like this doesn't exist? Now, we know that the expanded and the enhanced version is coming very soon here. And I said before, that's why the Blood Money DLC has to be a make or break for Reddit Online and has to come through hard and strong, because if it does not, we're not going to have any content, folks, because they're going to go full force with the expanded and the enhanced, the E&E for GTA 5 and GTA 5 Online. We know this to be true. So, knowing that is right around the corner, I could see them, right? If they do say something, I could see them saying something along the lines of, look, folks, the expanded, the enhanced is right around the corner. They're not going to say that, but it's what they're going to say. We are going to update the game in a few months. After the expanded, the enhanced version, we're going to go ahead and update the game, because right now we're focused on the expanded, the enhanced. You saw the trailer. It looks like trash. Looks like complete garbage, right? You guys are upset. So we may have to delay it again. So since we got that wrong, now it's hard for us to add content into Reddit Online, because we don't want to fumble the ball again, as we did with the like we did the definitive edition, the trilogy, disaster edition. So they already fumbled the ball in the disaster edition. Then they fumbled the ball pre that with the expanded, the enhanced trailer. So 2 fumbles back to back. They can't afford another one. Expanded and the enhanced has to deliver the best to its ability, as well as they have to make up for Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, disaster edition. So when tomorrow comes, are we going to hear anything? Are we going to hear anything? If we do hear anything, what are we going to hear? What are we going to hear from Rockstar is the question. My guess is either they stay silent, because I do believe that they're working, either they stay silent or they address it. Hey, we're working on something, but it's not going to come out till this time, a few months from now, because they're not going to release the expanded, the enhanced, and then release a Reddit Online DLC. Although they were doing that before. They were releasing a GTA update and a Reddit Online update. They did it back to back. There was one day in between, or not even one day in between updates. That's how they used to do it. GTA got an update, next day Reddit Online got an update. It was Reddit first, then GTA. I can't remember exactly what update it was, but that's how it was. So knowing this, knowing how Rockstar operates, right? I'm curious to see what they'll say tomorrow, because if they remain silent once again for Reddit Online and not remind us of the bonuses that we have for the continuous month, that's a problem. But they need to address the hashtag save Reddit Online. Are they going to address the hashtag save Reddit Online is the question. I honestly couldn't tell you. I gave you my thoughts on it. That's where I'm at with it, to be fully transparent. That's what I wanted to address first. Rockstar talked today, and why did they mention, what was the reason of mentioning to get the Ultimate Edition? Because if you get the Ultimate Edition, and if you're going to get it, do not get the standalone edition. Don't cheat yourself. Buy the game. Buy Red Dead Redemption 2, the story mode. So get either the standard, the special, or the ultimate, because all 3 of those come with Red Dead Online. And with this one, you get a thoroughbred and you get some bonuses when you do start your online adventure, right? When you go into the frontier. So I'm actually going to click here. Click here. Because if we look here, Reddit Online, for $19.99, you get the standalone edition for the Reddit Online. For $34.99, you get the Ultimate Edition, normally $100. So if you're going to buy this game, get the Ultimate Edition and play the story, as well as the online component is attached to it. I would advise that, but I'm not understanding the reason why I see this as a bone. That's why I'm happy that within the comments you're still seeing, people in regards to like the professional. The longer you don't respond to the save Reddit online, the more respect you lose from your fans. Like we were saying yesterday, the integrity goes down. Maybe ignoring your fans and never responding to them is something you shouldn't do anymore in 2022. Ben T, hey Rockstar, I will be polite as possible, but can you please communicate with Reddit online community regarding the future of the game? Take a look at #Save Reddit Online. Up to 60 to 100,000 or even more voice their experiences and thoughts on ways to improve the game. And the only thing we get is, and again, it's a good deal, but it's a bone. Don't bite that bone. Keep hashtagging Save Reddit Online, right? Because they haven't addressed the problem. They tweeted about, right, Red Dead. And this shows me, like I was saying before, this shows me that they're not done with Red Dead Redemption. My bad. It shows me that they're not done with Red Dead Redemption. They're not done with Red Dead Online at all. They just think that we're going to wait around until they decide to release content when it's convenient for them. It's not due to the pandemic. It's not due to anything else other than them financially focusing on making money off GTA 5 Online and milking it, the expanded, the enhanced, right? Alongside that, and then GTA 6 production. That's all that is. And that's all that'll ever be. So to fully understand what's going on here, Rockstar is going to update Reddit Online. Today they would have said we're no longer supporting Reddit Online. Reddit Online is going to get another update. Now, is that update going to be of value? Is that update going to be of substance? Is this update going to be a complete pipe drain and we're going to just spend all of our cash in gold, i.e. properties? Or are they going to do a small update alongside a rapid fire pass or an outlaw pass with an expansion of 10 more ranks to the trader role, collector role, or naturalist role? They already did the bounty. See how we keep playing catch up. We keep playing catch up, keep playing catch up, keep playing catch up. Okay. This is my thing. I want you guys to listen real close and then we'll get to the chat. This is my thing. When it comes to the properties, because it's the second thing that I wanted to talk about. Well, first, let's get your guys's. We'll get to the comments. We'll get to the comments first. And then we're going to talk about how the rancher role is not a thing. As bad as I want it to be, I don't see how it can be implemented, and we'll go over that. Much gratitude for everybody that is in the hobby room this evening. We'll go up a little ways here. They are just trolling at this point, says Alter Ego. I'm Grim, says Ultimate Edition. Bruh. I'm Grim. Appreciate you for coming in this evening. I have a dream when Rockstar updates Red Dead Redemption 2, Reddit Online 2. I have a dream when cowboys and cowgirls can posse up and commit crime like bank robberies and train heists. So bank robberies and passenger train heists should have been in the game since beta. Selling horses to Clay Davies should have been in the game since beta. They want us to feel like an outlaw, right? And I'm going to discuss this a little bit more when we start talking about the properties. But they want us to feel like an outlaw. And they want us to evolve over time. But we're to the point now where we have more than enough currency to buy mansions. And they know this. And they know this. We'll touch more on that in a minute. They're usually trying so hard to beat around the bush about Save Reddit Online. Oh, they're really trying so hard to beat around the bush. This is Summer's Finest. Thank you for tuning in. We do appreciate you. This is true. Ned Flanders says, nope, they stay silent. We will see tomorrow. Much gratitude. Yeah. Ooh, how do you pronounce that? Pre-drag. I appreciate you for subscribing. We do appreciate the support and you supporting hashtag Save Reddit Online by subscribing. Where it is, the expanded version will be pushed back another month or so. I've been saying that. And it's not that I want it to. It's just the reality of the situation. What do you expect? Look at the trailer. Look at the problems they're having with GTA 6. What do you expect? Congratulations on 1,000 subs. We appreciate it. We do appreciate it. The Mission Man 1914 says we need to boycott Rockstar, boycott Take-Two Interactive, and let them explain to the investors why current players are upset and not playing this game. They've read it online. Boycotting the game right now isn't the solution though. You gotta kind of expound on boycotting them. King's in the building. Appreciate that. Appreciate you coming into the hobby room tonight. So when we're talking about properties, right? When we're talking about properties and the placeholders, and I gotta say, when it comes to the properties, more so a rancher role. Let's talk about the rancher role and the ranch hand. I want to be a ranch hand, and I'll get straight to the point. I want to, say you copy and paste the ranch hand from the epilogue playing as John Marston, and you drop Pronghorn Ranch, that lot right there in Reddit Online. Okay. Now that is an exterior. It's an exterior. Even in GTA 5 Online, there is no exterior hub world in GTA 5 Online. Now this is where, and I'm not letting them get off easy, folks. This is where the creative genius takes place, and you working in the confines of your art. This is where the true art develops, and a developer and the development team will find a solution and make it possible. So when we check the placeholders, right, for Red Dead Redemption properties, and we'll look at those in a second. But if you were just to even copy and paste Pronghorn Ranch as John Marston, and you know how when you get there, you fight off some invaders, and they offer you to be a ranch hand. We'll just say that. You're delivering groceries, you fight off some invaders, they offer you to be a ranch hand. Okay. They offer you a place to stay. So say you buy that shack and Reddit Online and you have an interior. That's fine. Now keep in mind, the interiors work in Reddit Online, and keep in mind we only have one. And what is that? The Moonshine Shack. So the Moonshine Shack works because, and this, stay with me folks. The Moonshine Shack works because if you pay attention, the Moonshine Shack is all boarded up. You have 2 windows and you have curtains, and you can't see outside, but you get a silhouette of the sun and the light, and that lights the interior. They're not supposed to attract revenue agents, lawmen. They're supposed to be off in the distance, stranded, because you run an illegal moonshine business. So you can't see inside the windows. Keep that in mind. It's all boarded up, but it makes sense. And they drop those properties in day one. That makes sense. Now, the interior is Maggie's room and the kitchen, but you don't have, boarding room there. We thrive underground, where you have unlimited real estate. So because it's underground, you have unlimited real estate, and it works. It's an interior. Now, within a certain proximity of the Moonshine Shack, you have where the players become transparent, almost invisible, right? Almost invisible. And you can't interact. That works because it's only within a certain proximity outside of the Moonshine Shack. When you go inside, you can invite players, you're still in free roam. If you want to be a ranch hand, right? Or you want to own a ranch, That's an exterior. In order to own a ranch and free roam or be a ranch hand, you would have to go and load into a separate lobby, a separate server like you do with legendary bounties, legendary animals, or running the land of opportunities or story missions, right? And only be with your posse or by yourself. Otherwise, everybody would have to be invisible, right? In defensive mode. But be invisible like they are outside of, that's why they have it set with that proximity outside the moonshine shack, so you can't be killed. So either we load into a separate lobby, which now they're not going to invest in because that's going to isolate the player. You might as well be playing single player. Or everybody has to be invisible. Because if, say, 2 people, 3 people, 4 or 5 people want to go to Pronghorn Ranch and they buy that real estate instead of Emerald Station or Emerald Ranch or Bonnie McFarland's ranch, you're going to have multiple people at one location. Everybody can't go feed the cows or pick up the hay without bumping into each other, or they got to be invisible. You can't have more than one person milking the cow, grabbing the, gathering the eggs from the chicken coop, and then, source and then produce product and then mess with the livestock. You can't do that. So that's why a rancher role, or being even a ranch hand like I wanted to do, would work. It wouldn't work. But like in the placeholders, how they have, the Welcome Center and Strawberry, and they have the hotels. Now you can have a hotel room because it's an interior. And then you just have to pay to go that's when they can implement the bathtub, right? You could be able to take baths. And you just got to pay money to go take a bath. 25 cents in story mode, probably $25 at least in Reddit Online, right? But now you have, like you can in the story mode in Red Dead Redemption 1, you can buy properties, right? And own a hotel room, a nice hotel room with a fireplace and whatnot. You would be able to have your wardrobe, maybe a weapon locker. So that's how I see them implementing that in Reddit Online. Interiors, hotel, right? You got Butcher's Creek. And then they can add apartments in Saint Denis, an interior, which makes sense. You pick your unit, or you pick your floor, and you have a interior in the apartments in Saint Denis. And then with the mansions, they have mansions and they have what looks like garages, where you can go inside of the mansion, have a above ground bathtub, right? Constantly have coffee in there, have a fire burn in the kitchen, or have a chef, right? Have a chef in the kitchen, and if you have a mansion, you have a table, and there's always stew that feels, not only does it give you make your cores gold, but it yields a gold ring around all your cores. Say it lasts 5 days instead of 3 days like at camp. So everything can be moved from camp into a mansion. That makes sense. A ranch hand, I don't see how you could do that. I don't see how it's possible because it's an exterior. An interior you load into. In the mansion, you can then have, look, if you can only afford the 40 gold bar hotel room, you don't get a bathtub. You gotta walk out your room and go to the bathtub. In a mansion, you have a bathroom. You also have a wardrobe. You also have that main office area where they have the pens with the feather, where you can maybe order supplies for all your businesses, kind of like the MCU or MCT, Master Control Terminal, at the arcade in GTA. So even if they copy and paste some things, which I don't want them doing, I don't like comparing GTA and Red Dead, but just to kind of draw a parallel and have this make sense before we get to chat here, you could go into your office in the mansion, say order supplies for your moonshine shack, and or order supplies for your camp. And it wouldn't take away from it, because whenever you're not in your mansion, inside of your owned property, and you're out on the frontier, you're going to go there manually and resupply, because it's going to be too inconvenient for you to fast travel back to your house or your mansion. Instead, you'll just, if you're riding right by your camp, then you'll go ahead and resupply there. The trader role. Or if you're riding by your moonshine shack, you'll go to your moonshine shack and resupply, or refill the mash and let it cook. They also have like garages. So like in story mode, you can just have up to 5 horses. And I wanted to, tomorrow when we stream Tuesdays with Tiff, I'm going to show you guys this. And I know some of you probably already seen the properties, but in Reddit Online, the mansions, they have garages. and where you can fit at least 5 horses. So you can come in from the outside. They have stable doors. You would load in, you know what I mean? It's just how you walk into the moonshine shack, right? Now, what I'm doing is, I hope I'm not losing you, getting lost through translation. How I'm showing you how the exterior wouldn't work for properties in regards to a rancher role or a ranch hand or owning a ranch, but with the mansions, it does. And the progression of that from being an outlaw, and this is why they should have outlaw-esque things from the beginning, because now we can go and want to own a mansion because we've been robbing, we've been dishonorable. They should have carried from story mode to where you really feel like an outlaw, and then now we own mansions or be able to go into a hotel in Strawberry, right? But back to the horses. If you played story mode, you know that you can go up to the hitching post and call any horse from the stables, or you can go to the stable and get your horse manually. That's the thing as well. So within your stables, you can select your 5 best horses that you want to show off, or your 5 best horses that you like to look at. And you can go ahead and have an interior where there's interior fixtures, right? Like in the Saint Denis stables. And now you have an interior for your horses. And I'm gonna show you guys this tomorrow on stream. But now you have an interior for your horses. You have a mansion. Now say you can get blown up walking from, just like in GTA, when you have the stilt houses and you walk from your garage, the ones where the garage isn't connected to the stilt house, where you got to walk outside and go to your garage. Yeah, you can get killed from point A to point B, but then inside it's safe because it's an interior. How do you have that interior transform it to an exterior for a ranch role? How do you do chores in free roam where anybody can kill you at any time? Even if you make it to where their guns are put away and you can't shoot anybody, like outside the moonshine shack, then you're bumping into everybody. Or if they're completely invisible, or not completely invisible, but you know, they are sorry, forgive me there. Not invisible, but they're transparent, right? Where you kind of see them, we're a little bit invisible, like the blip on the map when you're in defensive mode. Well, now that I don't want to see a whole bunch of ghosts floating around the ranch, Emerald Station, picking up bales of hay, going to the chicken coop. That's not what I want to see. So I don't know how you can implement a rancher role as much as I want it. Maybe we'll see here in the chat. Maybe something's going over my head. Maybe you could list another game, another MMO or another online game, even though there's nothing like this Western game, but another game that has that. I know there's games that have hub worlds, but a game that you can almost copy and paste the mechanics into Reddit Online to where it makes sense. Just to make sure I'm not losing anybody. The rancher role, being a ranch hand, doing chores at either Emerald Ranch, McFarland's Ranch, or what was it, Emerald Ranch, McFarland's Ranch, or if they drop down, the Pronghorn Ranch. How do you navigate multiple players on one ranch? People are saying, you know, spawn it like camp. No, the ranches are stationary. You can't move the ranches like camp. You can't move the ranches around like camp. They're stationary. How do we make that work? Because I'm going to make a video on it tomorrow, and that's going to be the video comes out tomorrow. How a ranch role won't work in Reddit Online. Alien Keekster in the house. Much gratitude. Appreciate you coming into the hobby room tonight. Lord's in the house. Gary's in the house. We got a lot of people. Yoshi, if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to, or the podcast, the Hebrews cast, make sure to drop a like, peruse at your leisure my catalog of videos, consider hitting that subscribe button. But let's see if we can get some answers to how this would work. Howdy, pilgrims. Howdy. Will Rockstar announce an update tomorrow? I don't think they'll announce an update. If anything, they'll give a roadmap, right? A roadmap, not announce an update. If they did, that'd be them going left when we think they're going to go right. I do not anticipate them announcing an update. No. That step back, do 1, 2, 3 says that's cool. And you play Red Dead. You get my sub. Much gratitude. Ancient Oracle, much gratitude for coming into the hobby room this evening. JG says, what about running protection rackets for stores and shops? The other players online could attack/take over. Maybe it plays weekly. Could that work? Kind of like defend the camp, but for the storefronts. I mean, like, stuff like that can, yeah. Fending off, you know, players, that, yeah, all that can always work. But what about a ranch hand? What about a ranch role? In a practical sense, how can we have that work? Just found you, hope you're not. Just found you, hope you're not blacklisted either. I hope not. Oh, I hope not. Temporary solo lobbies, maybe. But that's the thing. We want our ranches, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the community, we want our ranches so we can display our horses, run chores, and be in free roam, like be in multiplayer. If you're going to put me back into a solo lobby, I might as well go back and play as John Marston via the epilogue. Make it like GTA houses, High Ram Gaming says. But that's an interior. How do you have an exterior? How do you go to Bonnie McFarlane's ranch and have her teach you, like she did John Marston in the first game, how to run the livestock, you know, herd cattle, sell, like no matter what you're doing, sell the livestock, right? Multiple players in one ranch, it's not gonna work because it's an exterior. Now, if you're gonna own one of the houses that are west of McFarlane's house, those that, you know, you have that kind of what is it called? Like the what I'm trying to think of the roundabout when you go into a anyways, when you have the houses that are around, that are just west of McFarlane's ranch, those houses there, or right next to Bonnie's house, those houses there, those work because it's hard to see inside. You can't go inside any of them. They're right across from where John Marston was in the first game. Buying a property there, yeah, but then when you buy a property there, that's fine. Like, say I have a house, like properties are going to be introduced in Reddit Online, and they can be introduced in Reddit Online. It makes sense. They're able to do it. They have the mechanics, the practicality. It makes sense. Boom. It's an interior. You're away from all the players. You can invite them to your house. That makes sense. You can have rooms. You can resupply. You can have coffee there. You can have mansions, bathtubs, rooms, wardrobe, all that, right? And have even more perks and bonuses. You can move all the assets from camp. You can even bring Crips with you and put them in a bedroom. Bring your dog, have them in the house, right? They get even more creative with that and have the dog outside, you know, fending off other players and whatnot. But anyways, in a more practical sense, we can have properties and interiors. That's fine. They can even drop more mansions, say, because they're very limited in Saint-Denis. There's quite a lot, but you know, they can even add apartments, right? Like expand on the apartments on the sign that's right there. So, especially if they optimize the game for next gen hardware or current gen hardware, innovation is limitless. The power is so strong in these consoles, in the PS5, Xbox Series X. So, that being said, you can't just use the interiors, or say do how they did the houses in GTA, because that's an interior. We're talking about an exterior ranch. Even in GTA, the casino, you can be killed outside the casino, but once you go inside the casino, you can be killed on the roof of the casino. Like, there's no outside exterior hub world that actually works even in GTA 5 Online. Arena Wars, interior. Casino, interior. Apartments, interior. Still houses, still apartments, interior. Your garages, interior. Your businesses, interior. The agency, interior. There's no exterior. So someone mentioned yesterday on stream that it being so hard, that's why Rockstar will never introduce it. But though they have said before that they want you to be able to own properties and things progress, you know, trader go to a store, bounty hunter turn into a sheriff, even things like that. Like, we'll never own a sheriff own a sheriff's office, because every player can't own the same. Every player is going to own the sheriff's office in Tumbleweed. No, well, there's one in Blackwater. Okay, you can't, you know, how do you split those resources? How do you have it make sense? What's going on, Mama? Hey, son. Great stream as always. Much love. Hashtag save Reddit online. Appreciate that. Much gratitude. They're advertising the Red Dead discount. Scoundrel says sale on Rockstar's Twitter. So if they want people to buy and play the game, answer our movement to stop and neglect, reinvest in our game. And that's the thing. Like, if this is such an opportunity for them to make money. This is such an opportunity for them to make money. This is such an opportunity for them to make money. We're telling you, we'll spend gold bars. You know what I mean? We're telling you, we'll spend gold bars. This right here that you want us to buy, we'll purchase them. You know, the Saint Denis mansions, the placeholder, 600 gold bars. 75% of the players have over 1,000 gold bars. 75% of the players have over 1,000 gold bars. You think they're not going to? Do you think they're not going to charge 600 gold bars? You're crazy. They're going to charge 600 gold bars for properties, for the mansions at least. They're going to charge, and they're going to charge a lot, and it's going to be exclusive to gold. You're not going to be able to pay cash. I'm not complaining about that. The mansion should be something that's earned, something for the veteran players to indulge in. Be able to have a bathtub, and with that, they should add the bathtubs in all over the hotels. Now we can take baths. Pay $25 to take a bath, or we can go let the heavy rain wash it off, or we can go swim and clean our horse and clean ourselves off in the water, or we can go after we've been hanging out with the posse and bathe. We can go now and bathe inside of the hotel. So the placeholders that they have, 40 gold bars. Look, let me pull it up here. I'll pull it up right now, actually. And all of them are for properties, and some of them are at ranches, like at McFarland's ranch. But I just don't have a property there. I want to have a role there, right? Like, I want to be a ranch hand. I want to help her out, and then eventually own my own ranch. It's already gonna be hard enough to drop down ranches like in Pronghorn or whatnot. So maybe owning your own ranch, like even if Rockstar scrapped that and said you're not gonna be able to own your own ranch, but you can be a ranch hand. I don't understand how a rancher role would work. I see multiple videos, and I've been looking for the past week on everything we want in a rancher role, but actually implementing it in multiplayer hasn't been discussed. No solution. So let's look here. I remember we data mined this a year ago for the placeholders. And I'll get to your guys' comments here in a second. Much gratitude for your patience. It just blew my mind. I'm like, I've always wanted a rancher role, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. A rancher role is just simply not gonna work. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I never thought of that. I never thought of how it wouldn't work. Hey, Cassidy Brandon, just subscribe. Much gratitude for supporting the hashtag Save Reddit Online. Much gratitude for subscribing to the channel. We do appreciate it. We do appreciate the support. Thank you very much. All right, let me see here. Pull it up. All right, so they want, and I want properties, and I want a rancher property. I do, guys. I'm not saying I don't. Just don't know how it would work at all in multiplayer. I know exactly what we could implement, what features, what mechanics. I know exactly what I want to. Karen Rainey, much gratitude for subscribing to the channel and supporting the channel. We do appreciate it. We're going to cut the track here. No, thank you. We appreciate that subscription. So if we, okay. So they want 45 gold bars for the McFarland Ranch deed, 50 gold bars for Butcher Creek Shack's deed or Shack deed. So, you know, you got a ranch and you got a shack, and then you got 60 gold bars for the Strawberry Hotel deed. And then Silent Stead deed, 80 gold bars. And then 100 gold bars for the Crop Farm deed rustic, which seems to be in the regions of Lemoyne and a little north of Saint Denis. And then you got a lodge farm deed for 125. You got the Saint Denis mansions for 600 gold bars. So these are the placeholders. The mansions make sense. And these, as far as just owning properties, yes, it makes sense. But as far as like having a role alongside it or having content outside of just after a month when you're tired of being inside of your house or your property and you want to go out and do something outside of your property, you know, tend to your crops or this and that. You know, people are talking about, you know, the farm deed rustic, like, you know, you go and tend to the crops and whatnot. But how? Because if someone owns that same property that you have, they're going to be out there too. You guys gonna be bumping shoulders? I don't see how it's going to work. I just don't see it. I guess the sheriff office could be like the Moonshine Shack, says Britain America. But I'm saying, like, as far as one person being the sheriff, we can't just have one sheriff. We already have one sheriff, and that's why it has to be an NPC, because if you have multiple players trying to be a sheriff, it's not going to work. Who's the sheriff now? You know, we got, you know, Davey, right? Like we know our pronounced sheriffs. Like, we can't keep adding sheriffs because as players, even if the interior works, because inside of the sheriff's office, everybody can walk into it. All of a sudden, everybody can't walk into it. Like, how would a sheriff's, that's what I'm saying. Like, being a deputy makes sense where you get paid more and they add content alongside it. I think the most that we're going to be able to do is just simply own interior properties. You may be able to own a property at McFarland's Ranch and be able to utilize the fast travel. Oh, but we got the wilderness camp now, so you don't even need that fast travel. But still, like, whatever region you want to be in, Lemoyne, New Austin, West Elizabeth, you know, Little Creek. What they should do, they should add a property in Ambarino. They need to drop a property right down in Ambarino. There's so much real estate there. Not a lot of people are up there at all, only to go and farm, you know, the fox, right? Legendary. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't add a property up in the snow. There's also no reason why it shouldn't snow and we shouldn't have blizzards and dynamic weather in Ambarino. But that's, you know, that's for a topic for another day. I already made a video on that. So we'll have properties. But being a ranch hand, no. 6,000 more likely. I hope not. 6,000 gold bars. No. I do think that 600 gold bars for the mansion is right at the breaking point, because it's 350 gold bars costs $100. So you're gonna have to spend $200 if you have 0 gold bars. If you're a brand new player, you're $200 on top of buying the game in macro transactions. That seems a bit steep for most people. I understand, but that's why they also have a 45 gold bar where you can go at McFarland's Ranch, grind that gold, grind dailies. I know it was nerfed. I'm just stating facts here. You can live in McFarland's Ranch and then acquire that gold over time, obtain that gold, and then eventually move into a mansion. You know what I mean? But I'm just so disappointed because I want to be a ranch hand. I want to have stables. Like, I'm thinking of a way, even maybe like at McFarland's Ranch, one of the perks is that stable that's there that has the round pen. You got the arena that's all gated off, that you can have board your horses there. You know, still pay a stable fee, and that'll just be based off of the amount of horses you have. That shouldn't fluctuate at all. But be able to board your horse at McFarland's Ranch and have it on display there. Like, that's the thing, is having it on display there. And then having those role-playing mechanics, such as chores, like at camp in story mode, being moved over to McFarland's Ranch, you know, to the crop farm deed, you know, to the lodge farm deed. And then people that want to role play being in Strawberry, and hey, we're, you know, like Strawberry is like has the welcome center, and you're traveling from, I don't know, New Austin, or you're coming down, or, you know, you're Snowbirdie coming from the north, and you're coming down and you go to Strawberry and you just want to rent a hotel room. That's cool. Now you have a hotel room, but if you want to bathe, you got to leave your room and then go into the bath. And now you can take a bath just like in story mode. You see it in Blackwater, my video, my five role playing features to add to Reddit Online. You can see the whole interior. They got the bubbles in the bath and everything. Pay extra to have a lady come and scrub you down. You know, like it's awesome. But being a ranch hand, the White Fox Gamer says, I don't know, man. 600 gold bars is a little steep. Like that mansion better have some quality customization in it. That's for damn sure. Yes. So what you would do is, see, in story mode, they had the pre-cut wood, and then you would build the house. But definitely for 600 gold bars, yes, it needs customization. We're talking about decor. We're talking about like at the Moonshine Shack, how you can pick the, you know, you got the bar decor and how you can kind of customize the whole interior as well as pick the picture that goes behind the bar. Like actually, you know, and you unlock more through the Outlaw Pass and whatnot. We've obtained more, acquired more over time. Not only that, not only the picture frames, like maybe, you know, say certain legendary animals you get, you should be able to put their head up on the wall, right? And then be able to pick out furniture and select where you want it. But realistically, and like when we stream Red Dead tomorrow, when we do Tuesdays with Tiff, you will see they already have the interiors, of course, for the mansions. But I do want to be able, like for 600 gold bars, I should be able to have free like customization, just like the casino in GTA Online, how you can, you know, wall decor and set down certain decor on the ground, right? All right, Hebrew, I gotta go off or get off and go to sleep. All right, King of Killing, we appreciate you for stopping by. Much gratitude. Gassy Brandon says, maybe with the rancher or with ranches, a player can only have one active ranch, and the game finds a server with nobody with the ranch at the same place. But that's what I'm saying, though. Then why not just go back to single player? If I can't show my posse, if I can't show my friends, if I can't, you know, why even bother? I hear you though, but why even bother then? Gordon Shumway, thank you for tuning in to the Hobby Room, says, sorry if the mansions don't offer gaming content like starting heists. That much gold would be so pointless. Yeah, like I said, even being able to resupply your businesses, the MCT, the Master Control Terminal of Red Dead Online. Yes, start heists, right? Start heists as well. Bank robberies. Weave it into Guido Martelli, Angelo Bronte, because Angelo Bronte's mansion is right there too. You know what I mean? Like now you have the money, you're still a criminal, you're still an outlaw, right? But you're rich, okay? You're rich. So you can still be in communications with the Angelo Bronte and Guido Martelli. Story mode has the foundation for ranchers clearly. Its infractions is there. No, it's there, but I don't know how it would work in online. Lord says rancher role will 100% work. How? First of all, there's a lot of ranches on the map. True. You only listed 3. No, I know. I'm just saying though. I know there's more. I was just giving some main ones, and I also added one like the Pronghorn Ranch. You're forgetting Ridgewood Farm, Hanging Dog Ranch, McFarland's Ranch. No, I mentioned that one. Ventures Place. There's like 20 more, but I ran out of word. It doesn't matter though. You could have 30 ranches. You could have a ranch for each player that's in the lobby. How many people have the same Moonshine Shack? Now imagine if that was flipped outside and the exterior is now outside. Everybody's running around invisible. I don't want that. It doesn't matter how many ranches there are. And I know there's more, and I appreciate your comment. Thank you for tuning into the Hobby Room. That's not the point, though. That's just not the point. 600 gold bars to have a bath, says Gordon. Could you imagine? No, please don't. Please don't. 600 gold bars for a bath. I mean, we haven't bathed in a while, so we may need it. If you own the same ranch, you're both invisible unless you invite them to the... See, I don't want that, though. I don't want that. You want a whole bunch of invisible people running around your ranch? I already don't like that people can come to your camp and destruct it because of the destructibility in the game. They can shoot up your chairs. Like, say you have a posse sitting down having a meeting at the table or just sitting around your campfire. People can throw dynamite at your horses, though it doesn't kill them. They fly in the air and fall over. They could throw dynamite at you and you're constantly falling over. And they can eventually get you out of camp. They can even come and lasso you unless you're standing by the fast travel post. And you kind of got to glitch it out. You know what I mean? Like, people should not be able to come into your camp. There's a proximity where it slows them down. If you guys notice, you slow down when you go by somebody's camp. Okay. You come any closer, my dog is going to and attack you, and or Crips is going to with a repeater and lay into you, you bastards, and let Crips lay into you. My dog's going to attack you, and Crips is going to attack you. It's going to give you a warning the same way when you put your gun up, right? And you let off a warning shot, and it gives you that proximity message that says this player does not want to be bothered. Come any closer, you risk being killed. That's been a game since beta. If you shoot your firearm in the air, it will warn a nearby player that you don't want to be bothered. So they can give that same alert via the dog, via Crips is about to lay into your ass. You know what I mean? Do not allow players to come into my camp, drink my alcohol, right? They're over here drinking my beers, shooting the lantern, setting it on fire. No. Defensive mode works great. I'm glad they didn't copy and paste passive mode from GTA 5 Online. Defensive mode works great. However, players being able to come into my camp and cause mass destruction, throw dynamite, and be able to lasso me and drag me out of camp, then kill me without giving me a chance to lower my flag, that's not okay. So the proximity, and again, this doesn't happen too often because, especially with the low player base count right now, it doesn't happen, and it stopped happening after a while. But that still shouldn't even be an option. Let my K9 protect the camp instead of just beg me for pets, okay? Rogue A says, yo, what up? Any news from Rockstar? Much gratitude for tuning in. The most news we got is them speaking on you purchasing the Ultimate Edition on Twitter. That's the only news that we got so far. Tomorrow is when the Newswire drops for Red Dead Redemption Online. Normally, I know we got this month-long weekly tunable, right, update, and they didn't say anything last week. They barely got GTAs off a day later because this is trending so hard. Rockstar may want to say something tomorrow. We're going to see. And we're going to see. Cryptic says, hey, what did I miss? Not a whole lot. Just me trying to figure out how to incorporate a rancher role, make a video on it. Congratulations on the subs. Told you you're going to be big. Keep up the awesome work. I mean, hit that milestone. I appreciate that, though. Much gratitude. Much gratitude. Or see you is what I mean. All right, you can show your posse. Yeah, but just the posse is not enough. Invite them and they can see it. I know, it's like your Moonshine Shack. But even the Moonshine Shack, you can invite the whole lobby. You know what I mean? You can invite the whole lobby. So I just don't. Maybe tomorrow in game, it'll be a better representation when I show you in game. For GTA Online, they built a whole Cayo Perico Island. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 has Red Dead Redemption 2 already has an island that they aren't doing anything with. Yes. And why? You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother rant. And I'm not trying to rant. I'm just, I'm trying to navigate this and figure out how we can have a rancher role. A rancher role cannot happen in Reddit Online unless you want to be all by yourself. Or maybe with a posse that keeps loading you in and out of different servers. Like, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do it. I haven't had a shower since I went to the Sisika prison. Yeah, since the Sisika Penal facility, right? Salty Addicts just subscribed to the channel. Much gratitude. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you for joining the hobby room. Thank you for joining the hashtag Save Reddit Online. Arabella Elite NFTs. If you don't stop, that's another podcast. So I'm not seeing anything. So yeah, a rancher role is not possible. I'm going to go ahead and make the video on it. This is why a rancher role cannot happen in Reddit Online. It's impossible. Not impossible, but it's impossible in the framework of an open world multiplayer structure, structurally based game. Like it's and that sucks. And that sucks because one of my favorite parts of playing the story mode, one of my favorite parts one of my favorite parts is the epilogue when you play as John Marston. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. Phil, bleep that out. Run it back and bleep it out before they get a chance to hear it. Yeah. NFTs are as toxic as loot boxes or video game. We're gonna talk about that. Not today, but we're gonna talk about it. I guess for properties and ranching, Tank Rat says, Roll, maybe you could only fast travel there and only your posse could go with. If you move to LS and stuff, it puts you into a public server. Yeah. But again, yeah, it can only work in the framework of you and your posse can go. Only you and your posse can see your ranch. But even then, like, what if your posse wants to own a ranch and you got to disband your posse or abandon your posse? Sorry, join theirs just to see theirs, even though you're in the same property. Like, there may be a way for them to make it work. There is a way for them to make it work. I'll say there may be a way because I've been thinking on this, contemplating this for a long time. That's why a video hasn't been brought out yet. There may be a way for them to make it work, and they're the creative geniuses. They're the devs. I'm sure there's a few left at Rockstar to implement a rancher role and have it make sense instead of just always fending off something. I swear they have to add different holster options instead of the exact same configuration for everything. You mean like as far as just locale? Like where it's are you talking about like the offhand holster? Are we getting more than the rancher, right? I wouldn't. Sub-Zero Charger, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hey, we appreciate you, Sub-Zero_Charger. Let me give it up real quick. Anybody in here that likes, and I know I got a few from the GTA Online Discord, that likes Chargers, Scat Packs, Hellcats, things of that nature, Sub-Zero_Charger, check out his channel. Check out his channel. If you're a car guy, check out his channel. If you're a Mortal Kombat guy, check out his channel. Has the best Sub-Zero rap in Arizona, hands down. And that's dope. Check it out. Check out his channel. Add new guns and properties. So yeah, and I want to show you guys tomorrow when we stream with Tiff the properties and how they work. And another thing is, like, if your properties have windows and you can see through them, you're not gonna be able to own that property. Any property that you can already walk into, you're not gonna be able to own. If you pay attention to Moonshiner Roll, those properties are already there, placed there. If you can go into the interior, it's not gonna be a property. Now in Saint Denis, there's a whole bunch of mansions where there's light coming from inside, but you can't see inside of the mansion. Those will be the mansions that we can purchase. Now, again, this was data mined a year ago, right? So I'm not trying to rehash old stuff. I was just thinking about the rancher role. And so of course these other properties play into it, because being a ranch hand or you know, the rancher role, right? Because they do have the lodge farm deed, you know, for 125 gold bars. They do have the McFarland Ranch deed for 45 gold bars. Like, these are actual literal properties. In order for that to work, you got to do some thinking. To say it can't work is extreme. And that's why I rephrased myself. I'm not saying that it can't work. I said the devs may be able to think of a way for it to work, but I'm talking about it's damn near impossible. And I haven't heard anything from chat yet. Great ideas, but in reference to players being able to work at or own, even just work at, be a ranch hand at the same ranch, doesn't work. Now imagine owning your own ranch. Doesn't work, because multiple players are gonna own that same ranch, right? So that's what I mean. Not to be redundant, but that's what I mean. As far as keeping it in free roam, I'm not seeing a way. It's almost damn near impossible to own a ranch in free roam. without making the players invisible, which totally breaks immersion, or putting you, like you guys are saying, and like I was saying, putting, you know, into a totally separate lobby, just a server by itself. Let's be real, Rockstar would be too lazy to even implement a unique idea to this mode, Birdman Thunder says. Birdman, we appreciate you for coming into the hobby room. I hate to agree with you, you know what I mean? Only because I would hate for that to be the case, but as of right now, the most, I would see is them adding mansions, because this does seem to be something that needs to be worked out. And they thought about it, and they may have a solution. This actually may come out, and they do it, and they end up finding a solution. I would be so happy. I want this probably more than anyone. A lot of people didn't even get to the epilogue or like playing as John Marston. I literally just go in and role play owning a ranch, taking care of the cattle, you know, remembering living on the farm, you know what I mean, and water, and giving water and feeding all the livestock. Like, I think that's dope. And then making money off of it passively through the producing it and putting on the wagon and selling it to the general store. What about drug roll on Red Dead Redemption 2? Or like a gun running roll, or something with tobacco. But drug, I don't know what you mean by drug. Cocaine gum. I have no valuable input because I do not understand how any of this stuff works. My best defense is, why don't the devs just do it? JGA, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you're right, you know what I mean? Why don't the devs just do it? Why don't the devs just do it? Because we are the devs nowadays. You see that, right? That's the sad part about it, is we are the devs. We are the devs. I appreciate everybody that's in the hobby room tonight, in the Hebrews cast. We do appreciate you guys. If you're enjoying this and it's of value, consider hitting that subscribe button and dropping a like, so you know we can find our way on navigating through this algorithm. And even more importantly, hashtag save it online. Even more importantly than that, let's figure out how to implement a naturalist role. We got that when we need to be able to ride bareback, you know, in the naturalist role. Let's add that, Rockstar. These are, when it comes to simple things to add, I got ideas all day. You guys have ideas all day. We have it as Reddit online community have ideas all day. That's easy. But as far as this role comes, as being a ranch hand, boy, man, do I got a doozy on me. And I got to figure it out. I got to make a video on how it can't exist without. And I just kind of want to raise awareness, because I haven't heard anybody talk about this. So I kind of want to raise awareness so we can get a solution. It's not about talking about the problem and complaining. It's about a solution. We need a practical solution for this to work. I want it to work. I want to be able to do what John Marston does in Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead 2. But, you know, they can make it look like an exterior, but works as an interior. Shifty Vince says, but how? Like, you got to break it down. That's what we've been talking about. You can invite players to be a ranch hand for your ranch, kind of like CEO thing on GTA. I see what you're saying. The posse serves as associates. Critical Optimist says the way it could work is, okay, hold on. Looks like we have an answer here. The way it could work is that each lobby allows one player in a given property, or once you are logged in, other players who own that property cannot be placed in the same lobby. I was gonna have Phil sound the alarm, but what about if your friend owns that? Every one of your posse members. I'm not just trying to throw if, ands, but I'm saying that it's a little closer, but do you know how many different lobbies like we don't even have dedicated servers, like, you know what I mean, like and then say you want to invite your friend, but they have the same one, so you can't invite any of your friends to that lobby. Co-owner ranch role similar to the moonshiner role, Killer Storm says. That's what I want. Casty Barron says, I definitely think they should add heists. Yes, I assume more players will come back after a heist update. I honestly, you know, I don't think that heist would bring a lot of players. It may bring a lot of players back for 1 day to 1 week, maybe a month if we're lucky, if they don't add content alongside that. Because what is a heist gonna do? the heist within itself, bank robbery. We'll say robberies. What are robberies going to do? What is a massive bank robbery going to do? It's going to give us money, maybe some gold, right? More money, nothing to spend it on. That's the only problem I see with heist. If you just bring in some sort of, to scale robbery and or heist, we need money to spend it on. You know what I mean? Or detailed treasure hunt missions where there is worth the wild payout at the end of it. Maybe 500 to 100 depending on how long the mission takes. Detailed treasure hunt missions. Yeah, they can definitely expand, especially with the collector role. They can add that maybe even as a, I'm never talking more like a they kind of got something like that in a free roam event where you go around and get the collectibles. Shared you out. Thanks for streaming on this. Solutions are everything. The gaming online. Hey, appreciate you, Ancient Oracle. I don't know why I said Oracle. Oracle, appreciate that. Much gratitude. Yeah, like DJ Ghostman said, if you have a friend that has the same property. Clips Now says, forget about properties, legit. It's about being outlaws. You run the streets, not a ranch. But my thing is, I mean, what outlaw has 2,000 gold bars, $200,000, and is living very modestly around a campfire with Crips? I mean, let's just be real to the game, people. It's been 3 years. For the first year, yeah, move at a slow pace. Let us be an outlaw. Let us feel. Let us, like I said, we're catching up. We're catching up with content now. Since beta, we should have been bank robberies, coach robberies, train robberies, free roam, robbing homesteads, all that. Everything from story mode, bring it over, then expound on it. Because in story mode, you never stop feeling like you're an outlaw until, epilogue. It needs to advance. You can't just be an outlaw the whole time. You can. And even with properties doesn't take away you being an outlaw. That's not what the intent is. The intent is to have content that makes sense, because some people want to be an outlaw. You got to think this is a role-playing game. You got outlaws. I got an American Indian character. I got a white man named Spearman. He lives at McFarland's ranch. When I role play, he breaks horses all day. You know what I mean? He's not an outlaw. He's honorable. There are more honorable people than dishonorable. Your honor goes up this much each time, right? Like it moves like this much every time I brush my horse. When I get to the end of the screen, I'm honorable. All right. Now I'm honorable. I brush my horse 5 times. I'm honorable. I feed my horse. I'm honorable. Dear God, it's so hard to stay. It's hard to be dishonorable. Thanks, Rockstar. What are they going to say tomorrow, folks? What are they going to say tomorrow? That's what I want to know. That's a real question. What are they going to say tomorrow? Are they going to say anything tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. We know what Tuesday is. David says nothing. They're going to say nothing tomorrow. So you think they're still going to pretend that this doesn't exist? You don't think Tuesday or Wednesday something's going to come from the mouth of Rockstar via Twitter? New horse masks. Yeah, I would love new horse masks. Instead of camps or solo, how about gang hideouts for the ones that want to be outlaws? Yeah, they can expound on that. You go from small camp to large camp to a damn, you buy it, right? You small camp and then have a bigger posse, large, and then now you're gang hideout. That's the one I'm going to select. I feel, Birdman Stunner says, I feel people want that epilogue experience in Reddit Online and own unique land in the map and be able to build a house/ranch. Unfortunately, the most I could see them doing something similar to Moonshiners. Yeah, or look, guys, we're just gonna have to own these homesteads and these ranch deeds and just have to role play at McFarland's ranch, but not actually be able to, not actually have content. Now you can have mission structures. Like I'm talking about merely free roam. Like you could alongside dropping the document that had the placeholder for 45 gold bars that had the McFarland's ranch deed, they could add to Bonnie McFarland. You know, shout out, she's right behind, you know, right here. Good old Bonnie. Whew, she looks good, I gotta tell you. A little younger because Red Dead 1, but she still looks good. Looks very good, even in Red Dead Online. And Red Dead Redemption 2. They could add more missions with Bonnie, right? But I just want this to be outside of missions. I just want to own a ranch. But we can own the properties and have the interiors. It's just when you walk outside, you're back in free roam, not doing anything other than walking around your house or your mansion. Now the mansions they can get really cool with. The mansions can be really, you know, that they should already, like I said, already had baths, but above ground bathtubs, and you know, having stew at every chair in your dining room for your posse and you or your friends or whatever. Like endless. I'm talking about for 600 gold bars. I need endless customization. I need to be able to stow my horses in the garage that's there, right? Turn that into a stable. It's really a stable, right? And you have multiple entries and exits. They already have it there. They have a stable door, and then they have 2 regular doors you can walk out of. So you can leave your property, walk into the stable, exit via your horse. People say, it's copy and paste GTA. That's fine. To be honest, at this point, I'll take a copy and paste content to Reddit Online from GTA. As long as they tailor it, you know, to where we're still on horses. Maybe you could throw a bike in there, a bicycle, you know, if it advances over time correctly, right? I just want to hunt with my dog. Says Kicks. Yeah, no, a lot of people want to hunt with the dog. That'd be cool to hunt with my dog. Maybe he gets small game. Your dog gets small game. You know, he learns that skill through the next naturalist role update. You know, you get that pamphlet, that skill page, sorry. And now your dog can hunt with you, and he can take down, you know, medium and small carcasses and not ruin their pelt. You know what I mean? As you, I don't know, progress, he doesn't ruin their pelts. Lord says, this could be a cool next brainstorming event. How can they implement / change the honor system in the game to give it some meaning? Oh, bank robberies. You rob a bank, in-game time, right? So we'll talk about a week in-game, you're dishonorable. No matter what you do. It's like when you earn a bounty in story mode. It's like how they, you know how they have Blackwater blocked off. You can't go to Blackwater unless you glitch over there. Like they're on you. Like you need to have that type of hostility, right? You need to be that kind of outlaw. Like you need to be infamous, right? And have just have it to where it's once you do something so heinous as such as rob a bank, like even the little what I feel is very underwhelming that we just streamed. Banks don't rob themselves in Saint Denis, you know, the story mission with Finch. After completing that, my honor should be down for a few, you know, for a week in game, right? Of in-game days, 7 in-game days, all the way red and can't go back up. And have a bounty on me. Like guys, I can't go back in Saint Denis. You can go to Le Gras, but you can't go in Saint Denis for a few days. They're looking for you. But see how that's structured inside of a story mission, so it doesn't apply to free roam? That's the same thing I'm saying with when it comes to the properties. The rancher role, if we apply it to the story mode in free roam, then it has no, you can't take it to free roam. And so it has no weight there, and you might as well be playing single player. Sadie Adler, the best. You know, I see what you're doing there. Them fighting words. Sadie versus Bonnie. I don't even want to see it. I like both, but Bonnie day one. I got a Bonnie McFarland. Got a crush on Bonnie. Love Sadie though. That way the griefers have their own Western Cowboy Fortnite. Open Mexico for Royale Rumbles. Rumble, young man, rumble. That'd be cool. Floor Petals says, with a game with so much potential, I question why Rockstar stopped now. Here is a huge list that we could do / have, but we are halted. Yeah. And it's so sad. Even though I fully believe we're going to get content, it's sad how long we've had to wait. What's going to be even more sad is the prices they're going to charge. But I'd rather them charge high and give content. I'm going to shit on it. I'm going to say it's wrong. But I might bite that bullet. All right? 600 gold bars, take it. I only have 2,000. That's gonna put it down quite a lot. You know what I mean? But not only 2,000, but you get what I'm saying. Like I can only buy 3 mansions, and then my 2,000 gold bars are done that I made over the next 3 years, or that I made over 3 years. So Rockstar knows what they're doing. If they can siphon my gold bars with 3 transactions, 3 major transactions of 600 gold bars, they're gonna do it. But this is the perfect opportunity for them to make money. Like we're literally asking for content to spend gold bars on. Eventually we're gonna again price it high to where we have to go resort to buying microtransactions. I don't want an endless grind. I'm not saying that, but new players, it's playing catch up, because if they would have done this from the beginning, we would have been all right. Killer Storms for Outlaws and Lawman role. It should have a tier rank with drip feed. Of course, yep. Gamer Space. Arma. Exactly. Maybe some housemaids and cooks for something in the mansion. You know what, Bearded? Yes, and that's what I was alluding to earlier. That I was gonna go into the mansion and kind of role play it tomorrow, is at least showcase. They have a kitchen. They have a literal kitchen, and you can just have an NPC in there. You have NPCs in GTA, right? You have security guards walking around your nightclub and your nightclub garages with flashlights looking at spiders on the wall, I guess. You can have an NPC in the kitchen in Reddit Online, and then have the stew sitting on the table, always steaming, and you give that immersion of, oh, they're cooking stew. Oh, and I can always go in the kitchen and get coffee. Now I constantly have coffee for free. I don't have to loot coffee anymore. But if I'm out on the run, I can spawn my wilderness camp and make coffee. You don't break the immersion. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's ways to make it work and have it make sense. It's there. Sammy M says, what if we could be able to hold towns and make money as long as we hold them away from other players? Can have shootout in the strip to gain possession or whatever. They have a game mode like that I was just playing. What showdown is that? Or is it just what series is that? We gotta try to make it to the other side. We just played it on stream yesterday. That's kind of reminiscent of what you're saying. Nathan Spencer says, what's happening tomorrow? Let me tell you. Rockstar is gonna talk. Because I'm gonna hold the barrel. No, I'm just kidding. No, tomorrow is drip feed. Not drip feed. This isn't, sorry, I got it mixed up with GTA. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Tuesday is when they like to send us a reminder of our monthly update, right? Like to send us a reminder of what our update is for this entire month. And last week they totally neglected it because we were trending on Twitter. Then they also delayed GTA's update on Twitter 24 hours. People thought they went missing because of the hashtag save Reddit Online. You guys realize, like, when that gets out on Twitter, then that gets to the investors. That gets to people. They start talking, well, what's going on? See, Rockstar is real quiet. But usually they'll come out, say a few words. We'll take that bone and we'll gobble it. And then the fact that they're saying nothing actually speaks volumes, like I've been saying. But at the same time, and the fact that they tweeted about Red Dead today, telling you to buy their game that has this Red Dead Online component to it. Tomorrow being Tuesday, did they tweet that today so they don't got to tweet tomorrow? Maybe tweet something Wednesday? Now, I don't think they're going to tweet an update, but I think they're going to communicate. And I say tweet because that's their form of communication, or via Newswire, the Rockstar website. But I think they're going to talk about future update. This week, I'm expecting to hear something about a future update from Rockstar. Tomorrow being Tuesday is the tunables. But our weekly update has now been expanded to a month because of their lazy asses. So that's what I'm saying. No sound. Adding more ability cards even better. Wait, are you able to hear me now? No sound. Should be able to hear me now. Yeah, I'm not sure what went on with some people there, but yeah, you should be able to hear me perfectly fine. Greetings, I'm coming late. What I lose? Or how less? Nothing, you're good. Appreciate you for coming in here this evening. Guys, things messed up. We can hear you fine. All right, gratitude. Hey, adding more ability cards, add more slots, an extra ability card slot. Oh, that makes 6, 5 or 6 then. DJ Ghostman says, to the point as microtransactions we keep up like this, and the money aspect, new players are going to be the ones screwed. And if they cannot afford to buy gold and quit, yeah. But we need a sinkhole for our gold and cash right now. We need that. We need that right now. We do. Severely. Nothing going to happen. It's over. Hi, Ram Gaming. I'm not here to bring false hope or false expectations. I'm not here to be optimistic. I'm just telling you this is how I feel. You know what I mean? That's all. I'm just giving you my perspective, my opinion. I hear you, brother. It's over so long as people keep groaning on about, I want this property, this role, this cool feature. Talk in terms of business and things make sense. We all know it's not fair. Why cry the blues? I'll tell you why. Are you listening? If you, with that logic that you have right there, and you're entitled to your opinion, but I'm about to get at you for a second, and don't take it as disrespect. When you're saying that, speak to them in a way that makes sense, such as money, financially, what you're saying is, or what you're not, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna say this. It's art. The art comes first. You're saying it's a business, but it's art. The art comes first, then the then the money comes. You gotta provide, right? You gotta produce content. You gotta produce the art. Even when I'm making music, I'm giving out my mixtapes for free. I want you to hear what I have. See if it's of value, then pay me. Now I have enough finances to where I can, if I'm not backed by a label or a shitty parent company, Take Two, I can now invest in myself and put out an album. You're saying talk in a way that makes, we are actually. We're saying, hey, add content and we'll buy gold bars. We'll spend our gold bars and new players will have to buy gold bars. So we're speaking in a way that is of currency. But you have to give content, you have to give substance, you have to give value. Like right now, if I was to go buy gold bars, what would be the reason for that? Right? I have over 2,000 gold bars. Why am I buying gold bars? So say right now I go spend $500 on microtransactions. For what? To put in the stash from other gold bars? Okay. Now I have 2,500 gold bars or 3,000 gold bars. Okay, now what? You want me to keep buying it with nothing to spend it on? Doesn't make any sense at all. There's no logic to that. Like you say, no content equals no reason to buy gold. There's no content, bro. If you give me content, I will gladly buy gold bars. If I don't have enough. Me, I'm not gonna need to because I'm a grinder. That's just what I do. But and let me be fair. Let me be fully transparent. On my second character and my third character, I bought gold bars because I didn't have the time to finish the outlaw passes. So I bought the gold bars. to purchase the outlaw passes. So I've already bought gold bars. I spent $10. That's all you're getting out of me. Okay. Until I need to, if I like, either like there's players where like what they're doing is they're making it a grind, and they know that time is your greatest commodity. So now you're either you grind or you don't utilize your time to grind and you buy macro transactions. Me, I grind, so I don't got to buy macro transactions. You can buy macro transactions. If you're not, if you're a veteran, we're still gonna have the same amount of content. So why we buy gold bars? A new player makes sense if they don't want to grind. Makes sense. We've had, and maybe right now I would have to buy gold bars or have to keep grinding if there was content throughout these 3 years being sprinkled in, or the last year. Rockstar cannot ignore the Red Dead Online fans anymore. Legendary horse masks made and or crafted from legendary animals. Ooh, I never even heard that or thought about that before. Other type of garments or items, article, clothing made from legendary animal pelts. Other than an outfit for yourself or a headpiece. I like that. Flora Pedal says, I like that. I like that. Hey, mate, says Wolfman. I appreciate you for tuning in to the hobby room. My damn speaker blew out. I blew out your speaker? Is it the bass or is it the voice? I don't know. Actually, don't blame me. We could all boycott Rockstar until they do something. Boycott how? Because you're talking about not play Reddit online, then that defeats the whole purpose, because the player count is already low because there's no content. I hate harassing companies for content, but they need to understand money comes from content. They know that. That's why they're milking GTA. It's just the content is subpar. It's not of quality, even with GTA. And we're not harassing them. We're respectfully just hashtagging. I don't see anybody cussing them out or anything like that. I mean, I may have saw 5 people on Twitter, and that's a very low count. A lot of it is very respectful, very, very respectful, especially the leaders in the community we're very respectful. We haven't attacked no devs, no reason for that at all. We haven't attacked any devs. We haven't been disrespectful. We're being very respectful. It's like almost like it's a peaceful protest in a way. And we're really just raising awareness. That guy never played Red Dead Redemption 2. Most people haven't. That's okay. I don't like when people come from a place of ignorance that never played the game, but you know, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. Why doesn't players store their money and gold bars in game to the bank? Where the players that are outlaws rob players in game money and gold bars? Ooh, that sounds okay. So you can now put your money in the savings in the bank in a vault. They go, then you have, that's honorable people. Then you have dishonorable people that go and can steal from the bank and capitalize on. Okay, so but what is the incentive of you keeping your bank? Do you like your money in a safe in a bank? Do you build up interest? If your money survives this long, I mean, can you help fend off the other players? You know what I mean? Like, why would I put my money in the bank just to get stolen? It does have to make sense though. And that's why I'm saying, like, I can't just ask for, the reason why I'm saying that a rancher role wouldn't work is because I can't just ask for it and I myself don't know how to be implemented. I don't know. That's their job to figure out. True, they get paid for it, but I as a gamer can be like, oh, well, maybe this isn't happening and I'm being totally irrational and not practical. So that's why it's not in the game. Instead of wishing for it, I'll move on and get over it. But if I know it can be put into the game, then I'm like, okay, you guys are lazy as hell. But why am I asking for a rancher role when it's like, oh, they're not doing it because it's almost damn near impossible without being in a solo server, right? Or having everybody running around the same ranch invisible. I know there's multiple ranches, I'm just saying. Dylan the Details has just arrived, everybody. Dylan the Details has just arrived, and we appreciate him. Keep it trending in Rockstar's face, hashtag save Reddit online. If you want another content creator that is not only keynote, but gives you reality checks the way that you need to hear it straight to your face and is bold and plays a diverse array of games and also stands with us with the hashtag save Reddit online and enjoys quality. If you enjoy quality content like that you get here, I'm telling you, check out Dealing in the Details. Check out Dealing in the Details. You heard it here first. You're welcome, by the way, folks. You're welcome. I co-signed that. If you don't like it, come get at me. I guarantee you will, though. We appreciate you, Dylan. Much gratitude. Birdman Stunner. Sadly, it's at the point where it would take 2 to 3 years of consistent updates to get players back. That's the part of the reality that it fucking sucks, okay? There's no way around it. Like, we're playing catch up now. I understand that, but it's not too late. This game is still new. Just 3 years old now. It's still somewhat new. Let's be fair. And it's not like Rockstar doesn't work years in advance of working on content before dropping it. What I'm talking about as far as when it comes to the properties was data mined a year ago, meaning they worked on it prior to that. You see what I'm saying? Like, they already have this stuff ready to go. When we did the clown movement, look what happened. Dropped the naturalist role within a week, then 2 weeks. They already had it ready. Obviously, they didn't cook that in 2 weeks, but when were they planning to drop it? Coincidence? I don't believe in coincidences. I'm just saying we got a result. Appreciate what you're doing here, man. It's important. Thank you, Dylan. We appreciate you. Dealing in the details, the brass tacks, giving you the facts that always last. I would only put my money in the bank if they made a fail-safe where it insures you up to a certain amount of, yeah. You got to have some sort of like high risk, high reward. Like, you have to have it make sense, right? Has to make sense. New missions on Red Dead Redemption 2. And not enough new players are coming in because it's too expensive. What? Is that the logic that people are running with? It's too expensive. My thoughts. They'll introduce discounts, see how their numbers grow, then a big update to follow. Like, for the past year, they've been catering towards new players. Like, watch my videos. Like, look at the updates. Like, the content was all for new players. The Capitale. That whole Guido Martelli, the whole blood money was for new players. They added new horses where there was no rank lock. Like the horse that I bought now, the buckskin, literally looks like Spirit from the movie, the buckskin Mustang. No rank lock whatsoever. Very affordable. Discounts all the time. Go bars off of, like, they're I don't even need speech class for this. I'm just very frustrated. They're always consistently catering towards new players, which would be fine. The discounts put them towards new players, but give the veteran players and the tenured players content. Give us content, but put the discounts towards new players, right? And then eventually, when we spend all of our currencies, we'll go to those discounts as well, because we'll be like new players. We won't have anything to spend because we spend it all on all the great content that Rockstar's going to drop. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Love you, brew. Hey, much gratitude, DJ Ghost, man. We appreciate that. Senior Wolf, I think Red Dead Redemption 1 is way more fun than Reddit Online. Yeah, that kind of segues into the Red Dead Redemption 2 versus Red Dead Redemption 1, or, you know, yeah. It takes about 8 years or so for Rockstar to release a game, which means it might almost be 50% done for Red Dead Redemption 3 if they started making it after release. I know that they worked on GTA 5, and right after they finished production of GTA 5, they went right into Red Dead Redemption 2. So I think the era of them working on 2 games at once, because we know they're working on GTA 6 because they said that, is over. Them working simultaneously on 2 consecutive games, I don't think is a thing anymore, to be quite transparent. Herding cattle is part of a new rancher role. As a mission, I could see that. maybe even in free roam, right? Like, and then players can come steal the cattle. Like, that would suck too. Especially if they're able to use like dynamite and just blow up the cattle, whatever livestock you're herding. Like, I could see it as a story mission, like a story structured mission, like with Bonnie or something, or whatever ranch you're at, Emerald Ranch or whatever. But like in free roam, I don't think so, because in order for that to work, it would start unbalancing it, right? Then you would probably start getting griefed, unless you have a whole posse, right, to counter it. That's the thing too. Like, do they make updates for posses or for single players? That part. What do we always ask in GTA 5 Online? Is the heist, can you do it solo, right? Or do we need 4 people? They're gonna back out of the lobby. Can it be done solo? Kyle Perico, say less. We out here, Oracle. We out here, Oracle. We out here. Yes, we are. Much gratitude to everybody sitting here. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a like. Subscribe if you're new, folks. Okay. We got about 10 more minutes of stream here of the Hebrews cast. And I'm pretty much certain there's no way to add a rancher role in the Reddit Online in regards to free roam. And that breaks my heart. But you know what? It's not just about me. I know a lot of us want it too, but it's not just about me. If they add more outlaw-esque stuff, if they expound on previous roles on the Capitale, and they make exclusive. Oh, David Moore, we do appreciate you. Just subscribe. We appreciate you for joining Reddit on #save Reddit Online. Joining the hobby room and just simply supporting the channel, brother. Thank you. Much gratitude. But if they just add more outlaw-esque stuff, if they pick up where they left off, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll take that. If they pick up where they left off, add 10 roles next update to each role, except the bounty one. Put a rapid fire pass alongside that. And properties, just like the Frontiers Pursuit. That's when they added the bounty, collector, and trader all at once. 20 ranks. We need that type of, that lump sum of content again. So even if it's not the rancher role, that's fine. As much as I want that, I'll go play the epilogue. I'd rather feel like an outlaw and have it progress. It's just, we're trying to make up for lost time now, folks. And I know Rockstar feels like they have forever, right? Especially with GTA 6, it's going to be a while. I just don't want to, we need something now. #save Reddit Online. I love that you're bringing light to the issues of owning outdoor areas and open sessions. I've always said that ranching wouldn't work online. CJ Carnage. Yeah, I'm trying to make sense of it, but I appreciate that comment, man, because now I don't feel so alone. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm just being a Debbie Downer. No, I want the rancher role more than anyone else. I promise you. I promise you. Don't make me grab the old lady and have her come in here and vouch for how much of a loser I am, constantly, role playing. As a little rancher, and I gotta tell you, so sad. So sad. Who's the clown, you bastard? What about a lawman role? Bradley Rutledge says, well, again, Rockstar stated that the bounty role was supposed to advance into you being a lawman, you being a deputy, you being a sheriff. They said owning your own sheriff. They said the trader role would eventually you owning your own store. I think they were being a little bit ambitious, unless they optimize the game for current gen hardware, and then we actually see innovation as far as these things working and like the implementation of them. But right now, like, So that's how that was supposed to progress in advance. But right now, I just want to see what was already promised be fulfilled, and that was promised. However, there's levels to it. We got to catch back up. You got to add 10 roles add 10 ranks and expansion to each role that's already out: the collector, the trader, and the naturalist, to catch up with the bounty. Go from distinguished to prestigious, and then we can talk about these other things, right? Add content alongside that, like. But the properties, the thing is that what's good, at least about the properties, is the hotels are locked in place, the apartments are locked in place, and the mansions are locked in place. Even the homesteads, right? Even the ranch deeds, all of them can be done. It's just the rancher role and owning your own ranch, like how you say, oh, we want to own our own Emerald Ranch, our own McFarland's Ranch, our own Pronghorn Ranch. I don't see it happening. I don't see how that would work. Black says GTA Online has over 1 million players. Red Dead could never. Well, let me tell you why Red Dead could never. Okay. Well, let me tell you why that's not true, and you don't know that, because Rockstar never gave Red Dead Online the same chance that they gave GTA. So say GTA 5 died 3 years ago, and then that 3 years all the way till GTA 6 is released, they went full force of Red Dead Online. You don't know the potential that Red Dead has because we've never seen it, because Rockstar never allowed it. Well, we appreciate you. Much gratitude for tuning in. Bill. No, this ain't nobody likes cowboys. No, he's not even saying that because he knows people like cowboys. Look at the hashtag Save Reddit Online. A lot of games don't have 1 million players. Doesn't mean they shouldn't get support / updates. You know what I mean? There's no other game like this. This has one of the biggest player bases out there. If it would have content, I believe you guys would see that. I know we definitely would see that. If it got the same treatment as GTA, again, I never advocate for that. I want the same type of big, it doesn't need that much content. But if they pour the same amount of energy into Reddit Online and tailoring updates for Reddit Online like GTA Online, and they cut off GTA Online and let it die instead of milking it for a decade, oh, it's been that long? Yeah, it has. Are you serious? Uh-huh. We don't get to see the potential, man, and it sucks because Reddit Online, there's no game like it. There's no online game that's like it right now. You got some Western games on PC. You got Farming Simulator, but you get nowhere near. You can ride horses, but it doesn't have the horse mechanics that Reddit Online has. We're not even gonna play that type of game. Red Dead Redemption 2 sold 40 million copies. There is huge potential. It made its money back the same weekend. Basically made its money back off of pre-orders. Come on now. This isn't this or that. Games can cater to different audiences and be successful. I agree. Never mad at the new players. The Professional made a really good video talking about the state of Reddit Online, says Bradley. I'm sure. Hence his ignorance. Oh man. So yeah, Rockstar, they're on some ish right now. And we know there's nothing, but again, 3,000. Look at this. Usually it's GTA, right? That's getting all the impressions, right? All the interaction. I mean, it's close. More comments, something's going on. I'm surprised they post this. I really am surprised that they post this. I'm surprised they talked at all. And the fact they're saying it includes story mode, Red Dead Online, like throwing that in your face, like Red Dead Online, plus all special and Ultimate Edition content. Like, okay, Rockstar. Be right back. Senior Wolf says, man, I bought Ultimate on Black Friday 2021. Was it on sale? I mean, what's the problem? I don't understand the problem. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. will be Tuesdays with Tiff. We will play Reddit Online. I'm going to show you guys what I mean when I'm talking about the stables and the properties that they have as far in regards to the mansion. Again, I would love nothing more than to own a ranch. But if all I get is a mansion, well, gosh darn it. If all I get is between a camp and a mansion, it is what it is. Because I can't get mad because, as you guys see, I can't find a way to implement it, to be fair. Michael Bell in the building. We appreciate you, you bastard. I stopped playing GTA because it was a cartoon arcade shooter. Wow. I mean, it's definitely not as punchy as Red Dead. The guns in GTA feel like when your guns are dirty. The degradation of your guns in Reddit Online and Red Dead Redemption 2, that's how the guns feel in GTA. You definitely feel the gun mechanic. Like, the gun mechanics are way better. The combat system is way better. That's why they're giving it the Rage engine when they do the expanded, the enhanced. There's a reason why they're giving it Red Dead Redemption's engine and mechanics. Now hopefully we'll be able to crouch. Oh, how exciting. But the gunplay, you feel like you're shooting a gun in Red Dead. You feel it. That bolt action, the pump action, and you also feel it when it's dirty. Physics are incredible, man. Had the story mode in Reddit Online. I only got $1,000 on Reddit Online. Senior Wolf, don't get down, man. Do you play online? Like, you definitely get more. Like, if you invest right. How much gold bars do you have? Like, get the trader roll, start making money. Get the moonshiner roll, start making money. Get the bounty hunter roll, start making gold and money. Get the collector roll, rank up fast. If you're low level, every 5 ranks you get a treasure map. Every 5 ranks you get a treasure map. That's a lot of gold and a lot of cash. Tonics on the side of that. All right. Somebody needs a timeout, I see. Come on, guys, don't make me do this. But yeah. Properties. I'm excited. If they have unlimited amount of the customization and decor, especially the mansions for 600 gold bars. I'm upset, and I'm glad dude said in the chat, I'm upset that I can't find a way for the rancher role to make sense and free roam without being harassed. Not because it's a toxic ass, online game, but just because in general, you know what I'm saying? Just in general, like how I said with camps and how there should be limitations. Like, my dog should be able to kill players if they get close enough. You shouldn't be able to harass me at camp. Shouldn't be a thing. I have my flag up, okay? I'm clearly waving my little surrender flag. Leave me alone. Okay, I'm a fairy over here. Leave me alone. Did Rockstar break the silence? I've just joined. Need to catch me up. So today Rockstar broke the silence. Yes. What will they say tomorrow during the when they usually announce the update for Red Dead and say, hey, we've extended this for another month. This is your reminder of what's going on. That's tomorrow. Outside of that, today, they want to go ahead and tweet, buy the Ultimate Edition PlayStation Store, ends January 19th. Surprised they even spoke at all. I'm wondering, are they going to talk tomorrow? That's the more pertinent question, as my mother would say. That's the more pertinent question, right? What are they going to say tomorrow? What are they going to say tomorrow? Are they going to say anything tomorrow? because I feel there's a reason they haven't came out and said, guys, we're not supporting Reddit Online at all anymore. And I don't think it's because, guys, they're not supporting Reddit Online anymore. Okay? If that doesn't make sense, let me know. Hebrew, that was too long on chat. I gotta go. My blood pressure is up now. We timed him out. Ghost man. We timed out the toxicity. Phil, you're really messing up today. I don't want to see it again. Red Dead Redemption 2 Online needs new outlaw passes. Yeah, or continue the rapid fire passes. Either one. Just content. Just keep it going. Just keep content coming in. Sprinkle in little content constantly. That's all we need. GTA 5 only started getting big updates after the jump from PS3 to PS4. And Carnage, that's what people are saying too. Like they're saying, oh, once it's optimized, which there's no announcement for that, let alone a date. There's no date, let alone an announcement. Once it's optimized for current gen hardware, then we're gonna get something big. Nah, come on, man. We can get stuff now, okay? We can get stuff now. If we're talking about a whole, ranch, it needs to wait till current gen hardware, okay? But then it should have already been optimized before they expanded and the enhanced of GTA 5. GTA 5 should not be getting expanded and enhanced. I'll say that objectively. It does not need an expanded and enhanced. I mean, it needs it, but it also just needs to die off. Because the reason behind it is morally wrong, and you're breaking the game from within. Motherfuckers, there are cars coming in exploding from the sky. I load in falling from a car. What's that about? And then you have bugs in Reddit Online that have been there since beta. Game-breaking bugs, may I add. Come on, Rockstar. Real Bosses Gaming says, hope so. I've just joined Red Dead Redemption 2. I missed out not getting this game earlier. Level 50. Been grinding and loving it. AIA. From a newer player saying that he's loving Red Dead Redemption 2 online. I'm happy to hear that. I'm having fun replaying as a fourth character. I know. Hey, you can drop L's in the chat if you want. Yeah, the lack of content. I've created 4 characters. First 3 already have everything, but it's the female hashtag the save Reddit Online character that we made. That's my 4th character, and I'm enjoying that bounty roll, and I almost have enough gold for the trader roll, so now I can have some passive income. You know what I mean? It's great content for new players. I'll give you that. They catered towards new players for the longest as far as benefits and discounts, right? Hell, some of the limited time clothing that I wanted to see hasn't even come back around, but I've seen new players get dynamite and explosive care packages back to back to back to back to back to back to back. What is it? Is Drake in here with the back to back? Are we remixing it? Dubs in the chat. Dylan. Tryhard Game says, like you literally can't even play and do stuff without being in public server. I've been switching the sessions just to get an empty public server. Yeah. We got to use, that cut. It sucks, man. Or go to invite only and do a slow ass grind to make money, right? Can't do any of the major businesses for GTA. No, I know you're talking about GTA. Hashtag save it online. Good positive vibes. Let's go. Flora Pedals, we appreciate you, man. Much gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. I like your icon and your image too of that horse, the silhouette, the pink background with the horse. I thought I said Wolfman the whole time. Wolf Tam. Damn it. Who names themselves Wolf Tam? And you didn't correct me when I was saying Wolfman? If Rockstar is not going to give us what we want, I know the modders will hopefully answer our prayers. That's what sucks though, man. I'm not on PC. I know it looks graphically looks amazing on PC. That's why I want it so bad to be optimized for current gen hardware. I'm talking 60 FPS. I want to see it at 4K HDR. Woo! 60 FPS, 60 FPS. I can't say it fast enough. 60 FPS performance. You know how smooth that'll run? Bully 2 canceled. All right, Black has an honest question. We're gonna take this bait this time. Give you the benefit of the doubt. Would you trade in Reddit Online for Bully 2 support and single player DLC? Honest question. Would I trade for a Bully 2 and Red Dead Redemption 2 DLC? No, you shouldn't have to split resources like that. So no, I wouldn't. Rockstar can do that already. Priorities. At least with Reddit Online, they did great with the sessions. I've been running Moonshine, Trader, and Bounty Hunter all today with no problems. Yeah, and that's the thing too, right? You'll feel alone, and people may say, well, this is a multiplayer game, but you're constantly all alone. But you can invite friends and then start up a posse and invite people and then play with them. You know, you may have one person join, two people join, nobody join for a half hour, try again, have one person join and then run with them. But I run into people all the time. It's just, they don't kill me. Even when the servers are full, like it's never been as toxic as GTA. They did a very good job in the beginning when it came to anti-grieving measures. Like they implemented that fairly quickly. And that they were communicating very good when when it was Reddit Online beta. They were communicating extraordinarily well. I mean, if I went back to beta and listening to Rockstar's communication, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Joseph Bowles just subscribed. Much gratitude, man. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for supporting the hashtag Save Reddit Online and joining the hobby room this evening. Much gratitude. Thank you for that subscription. Thank you for the support. We do appreciate it, man. Like, I can't believe how I was so, you know what I mean? I'd be so gullible. Like remembering they were doing interviews, of course, via article, right? But they were talking about the game. Now we get no communication. Like they communicated so much in the beginning. They communicated so much in the beginning, man. This shit hurt. Like the more, look, just to be honest with you guys, the more I think about it, the more pissed off I get. The more I have to see that we play catch up. Like I'm not gonna put on this fake facade. Like I'm gonna tell you, like tomorrow, I'm very curious to what they say. I'm up early, very close attention to what happens tomorrow via Twitter and notify you guys immediately if they say anything, right? Obviously. But it starts irritating me seeing how much time has been wasted. 3 years, I'm not saying we haven't got no content at all for 3 years, but within the 3 years that we have gotten content, and then this last year, it's been a slow taper to nothingness. I understand some people like the Blood Money DLC, especially the new players. Okay, I understand that. I understand they don't take issue with it because they don't see it from our perspective. Like we can see it from, at least me, I can see it from the perspective of a new player, and I can see it from the perspective of a veteran. That's why when it comes to the properties, I'm like, 600, is that going to steer away new players? And I'm looking at the gold nerf, and I'm trying to take all this into account and be realistic and practical. And I'm like, I think 600 is that's the cutoff. But seeing how much time is already lost and how much, you got to play catch up, there needs to be content just overflowed, right? But I think instead they're going to give us what we really want, charge us an arm and a leg for the properties. And then, am I saying that properties are going to come next? I think so. It's a huge possibility. Especially after this hashtag Save Reddit Online, I believe properties could be coming next. Yes, I'll say that. But I believe they're going to charge an arm and a leg. I believe those placeholders may actually go up by 2, except for the mansions. I think that 40 may go to 80 gold bars, 60 to 80 for the cheapest property. And because they know we'll pay it. You guys want to beg? Here's your properties. You guys want to beg? Here's your properties. Hi Ram Gaming. Just subscribe. Much gratitude for that. We do appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for supporting the hashtag Save Reddit Online or supporting hashtag Save Reddit Online and joining the hobby room tonight and supporting the channel. We do appreciate it. Rant over. I'm rant over. I'm not trying to turn it into that. GTA Online is a money maker. It makes no sense to leave it behind. Rockstar wants to move forward with Bully 2 and it's obvious. Where is the evidence that Bully 2 is in progress? What are we talking about? Bully 2 isn't even in development. If it is, there's no word on it. It's alleged out of the 60 games that they're going to release between now and 2024 fiscal year. What are you talking about? GTA makes some money. Why? Because they give it content? Oh, okay. So if they gave Red Dead Online content, it'd make them money too? Yeah? Oh, okay. It's easier to make the premium currency in Red Dead Online gold bars. Or it was. Hashtag save Red Dead. Facts. If griefers are rare. Since I've started, got grief like twice. 3 times tops. Ouroboros Gaming says. I've griefed a couple of times, but nothing toxic like. 9 more likes to 100. Really? Wow. 78 people in the hobby room. Wait a second. Much gratitude. Holy mackerel. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm just over here talking. Much gratitude, guys, for tuning in this evening to the Hebrews cast. Showing the support, supporting hashtag save Reddit Online, being interested in Reddit Online. This shows that the community is here, present, and massive. It also shows that the toxic GTA fan base or fanboys that don't want to come in arms with us as brothers and sisters, that's fine. But also shows that they can't stop us. We trumped Rockstar. We stopped Rockstar from talking. We stopped Rockstar delaying their post when they were drip feeding a vehicle in the middle of a DLC for GTA Online 24 hours. They're aware. If anything, this dampens their credibility at least. And that's fine by me. We appreciate every single one of you for joining. I really do. For that, we're going to run the pod a little bit over. But I got some projects to work on, so we got to, do everything within moderation. But I do appreciate you guys, okay? This game is near and dear to my heart, folks, and we got to, that's why you don't got to like it. You could want Bully 2. You could love GTA Online. I love GTA Online. I love it enough to where I think they should stop milking it. But I do enjoy GTA Online. But there's a lot of things that I do not like about GTA Online. And the reason why I don't like it is only because Rockstar isn't doing anything about it because of greed. That's all. That's all. Remember the early 2000s, there was Rockstar North, Rockstar San Diego, and they did their jobs. Yeah, JG. Is it Siren? I hope I'm saying that right. Game Informer interviewed 5 ex-devs from Bully 2, which detailed how/why it was canceled. I remember it being canceled. I was saying, oh, why it's not in the works. From my resources, doesn't tell me that. Rockstar would make a lot of money from Reddit Online if they added a lot more content to the game, and we need to show them that. We don't need to show them that. I think they know that. It's just that part of it is laziness, right? Like, why are we gonna split resources and work on Red Dead and GTA, even though it'd be easy, but we can just milk GTA and don't gotta touch Red Dead until they cry. We'll wait till they cry. Well, we're gonna cry louder, and then you're gonna hear us, and then we'll get content. Okay, but if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Because we're in a dark place in gaming, and this doesn't just stop at Rockstar, guys. This does not just stop at Rockstar. We got NFTs next. Doesn't stop at NFTs. Live service subscriptions, half-baked games coming out with a roadmap of how it's going to be the full game in about a year, but we're going to make you pay $70, even though it's cross-platform or cross-gen. I'm sorry. It's not the end. We're here to fight the good fight. We're also here to enjoy ourselves and play the games that we do enjoy. I looked that way. I was a little, keep it going. Hashtag save Reddit Online. The last GTA Online update was fire. It's not about the content within itself. It can be so much better. It's subpar. Look at Dr. Dre's head. You see polygonal shapes. It's not even round. It should be a smooth, round, ball-shaped head. But man, I tell you, it's so sad. Cars blowing up as soon as you load in. Throwing NPC cars at me constantly. Nah, man, come on. Studio should have more than one product, in my opinion. Bethesda, for example, has many, including Yeah. I don't want to rush them. If Rockstar wants to put out a game every 5 years, I'm okay with that. As long as they're doing it for the right reason, I'm okay with that. It's of quality, I'm okay with that. Red Dead Redemption 2 was quality. Took 5 years. Arguably 6 or 7, but it took 5. No, they said 5 years. 5 years it took. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with the delays, announce it when it's ready, but however, you know. We need a Midnight Club 5. Ooh, Midnight Club in the building. Hey, appreciate you for joining the hobby room this evening. I love my Midnight Club games. I put it out, you know, a couple streams ago. We got it right over there for the OG Xbox. Midnight Club 3 remix. I'm trying to find the double edition remix. Bear with me. Definitely the best fan base in the gaming world. Hashtag save Reddit Online, says Stephen Harper. Thank you for that. Yes. Yes. Midnight Club was fun. They took some of the mechanics from there, added them to GTA Online. They took some of the devs that were, you know, worked on those games. They moved them over to GTA 5 Online for the vehicle customization and all that. Sanchez says expanded and enhanced isn't promised. They haven't told us or shown us anything, and that's why it's going to be delayed again. I've been saying that. It's going to be delayed again. I wholeheartedly believe it's going to be delayed again. And I want Rockstar fanboys and GTA fanboys to keep that same energy. Keep that same energy when it's delayed. Okay? It's just business. Don't give no. Shh, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. But yeah, man, I gotta. The Rancher role is disheartening. It's hard to see that that's probably not going to be implemented, the Rancher role, because I can't find a way to make it work. And if I can't find a way to make it work, well, damn it. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking about it constantly. I'm trying to. I was gonna make a video on how the Rancher role could be implemented, and the whole time I'm not even thinking about multiple people being at the same ranch. How did that never cross my mind? How did that never cross my mind? Incredible. Incredible. At 97 likes, oh man, 3 likes away from 100. With much gratitude. Hey, if you're enjoying the stream, I'd appreciate it. If you're enjoying the podcast, the Hebrews cast, you see it here. Do we need to light up the sign? Do we need to light up the sign? 3 more likes away from 100 would highly appreciate it. If you guys are enjoying the content, let me know and let the algorithm know. If not, that's fine. Rest easy. But yeah, I really wanted to hop on here, pick the chat's brain to be transparent and see, am I crazy? Or don't answer that. Or is a Rancher role not possible? So I was trying to see if it was possible with you guys, and I'm not seeing it. We got 100. First time hitting 100 in the live stream, man. Thank you guys. The support has been incredible lately. You know, I tipped my hat to Reddit, you know, because Reddit Online is what got me the subscriptions. I mean, of course, myself and the team here feel, no, you don't get any damn credit. You're out your damn mind if you think I'm going to give you any credit. I shouted you out in the video a little bit, but I'm only going to say your name. All you do is take naps and eat Twinkies. So Reddit Online and this hashtag Save Reddit Online brought a lot of attention to the channel. But I've been playing, if you guys know, I've been playing Red Dead since, you know what I mean? We got the receipts, so that ain't nothing to prove there. But I wanted to come on here and pick your guys' brain to see if the chat knew of any way to make it work and see if I was, because sometimes you need to see from all 8 sides of the spectrum. I'm over here thinking there's no way a rancher role can work in free roam without people being visible or going to another server, and came to that conclusion. So that's going to be tomorrow's video, and it sucks, but that's what it is. Again, Rockstar can make it work, find a way and make it work. The devs over there, the creative geniuses that are left, yeah, that can happen. I'm not gonna be redundant, but I'm not saying it's impossible. This is why it can't work. You know, I know the word "it can't" is definitive, but I'm just saying this is why. You'll see the title. Why it won't work. Rancher role is possible if they design the properties like ESO did. I'd have to revisit that. Congrats for the 78 people. Thank you. Yeah. Properties could just be instanced. Old school coach, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Hebrews cast. I think a rancher role is possible to make, but it would be hard to implement in the open world. Exactly. As far as open world goes, in free roam, where you roam around freely, again, the properties work. All the properties work. All the homestead, the ranches, the shacks, all the deeds work. Every location works for the interior. And then they could have a mission giver, right? And that would work too. Like I said, Bonnie McFarlane can give you missions where you herd cattle, this and that, but it's only you and your 4 friends, and then you leave that mission and then go back to your house. Yeah, but free roam, I thought we'd be able to own a big ranch. And maybe we can. I just don't see how that's possible. I just wanted my own little ranch, right? Chicken coop, crops, cattle, sheep, chop wood, put it into the fire. You gotta love yourself a fire. You know, that's all. That's all. Properties can work and will work, and they'll be introduced. It's just that I just wanted more with that content alongside that. That's all. I just wanted a role attached to it, and I don't see how that can work. A rancher role. There can be another role, but a rancher role. I'm being redundant now. Sorry about that, guys. All right, I think we said 50 Shades of Park says that maybe you can add an allow/permit list for posse/friends in your home ranch. But then how do you, again, that barrier though, right? That proximity, that invisible wall that you cast a spell with your wand. Like how do they not get inside? Donnie says, hey, what's up? What's going on, Donnie? Thank you for tuning into the hobby room tonight in the Hebrews cast. Actually, we don't really need something like that big. In reference to what? I think properties and heists would reinvigorate Reddit Online. Yeah. And that's the thing too. And that's what I see. Because everybody says that, the OG heists, the original heists, right? The pack standard is what brought people. And that makes sense because at the end of GTA 5, you know what I mean? What do? A major heist and you cash out. That's how Franklin has the money now to have this DLC and yada, yada, yada. You got Lamar's Organics. So I don't think a copy and paste of the heist is going to bring back characters. However, or bring back players, sorry. However, if you introduce properties where you can plan from inside your property like GTA Online, I just don't know if I want that copy and paste like that. Not to be a hypocrite, like I said, hey, bring the stuff over bring the ideas from GTA if you have some at this point, but tailor it to Red Dead. Properties and where you can run bank robberies. Yeah. And that's fine because it's just like at camp you would set up a heist or a bank robbery. Yeah, at your property, set up a bank robbery. Buying a property should give you accessibility like that, and I can see them doing that. That's why I think properties are coming fairly soon, because we're in need of a lump sum of content that can be the properties, adding the robberies, bank robberies, adding a train robbery, finishing the land of opportunities, finishing that story. Even with Finch, it gets left off with the bank robbery that you do in Saint Denis that they tried to copy and paste from story mode, but it was very underwhelming. There's a lot unfinished. So they really have a lot to kind of just like the content. They really have a lot that they can just kind of filler. Like, hey, we're going to finish Jessica Leclerc's story now. Hey, we're going to add on to these roles. Hey, then we're going to add properties and then you can do robberies now. Like that, I see them doing that like in this, it's especially with the properties and adding where we robberies. Because right now we should already be out of our camps. But since we're not, and it's taken them a while to add all this outlaw-esque stuff, which why that was implemented from beta, I don't know. I don't know why we can't use the weapon, the lock breaker still. I don't know. But it irritates me when I start talking about it. But that's why I see in properties, you guys want something big? Boom, 600 gold bars, you get properties. And you can now do bank robberies. And they're gonna have a whole trailer for it. And we're gonna get excited. And we're especially gonna get excited because now they listen to us. So that's a good thing. The hashtag Save It Online, that's a good thing. I'm not saying, oh, when we get content, I'm gonna be pissed because I'm gonna be selfish and be, no. I'm just saying, when we get it, tailor it to Red Dead. Don't just copy and paste. Because I'm willing to almost take anything right now, as a lot of us are. If we're gonna be honest, we're almost willing to take anything right now. Don't lie to yourself. People are begging, just give us, we just want a little piece. Okay? But don't give us another blood money update. We want a piece of what we've been asking for. Yes. To the rancher role. But the rancher role fits perfectly for the era that we're in. Just as much as an outlaw. That's what the story shows you in both Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Both of those show you that. You know what I mean? Both of those show you that. Both of them. Let me do this here. I'm gonna do a poll here. I'm gonna attempt to do a poll. Bear with me. Building your own house? Yes, with that pre-cut wood. Go from the catalog, get the pre-cut wood, have it delivered, run resupply missions from your house, you know what I mean? Like farming, but that goes back into all that. They haven't quite figured it out yet. But yeah, but the pre-cut wood is dope to be able to build your own house. I do like that from the story mode. Imagine if Red Dead Undead Nightmare 2 online was possible. They should have implemented that a couple Halloweens ago, right? You could visit homes, you could visit homes, you just can't interact with them. But you can use them to show achievements, mounts, furnishings, gatherings. How are you going to show your mounts though? You know what I mean? Like, how does that work? Like, hunting and tattoos. Somebody else said tattoos. What's his name has them in the dishonorable mission giver. Michael Bell's friend, his boy has them. Even something like bank robberies is going to take long to develop. Nah, not at all. Not at all. Golden Apples, Rockstar going to get ratioed 100. What's going on, Golden Apples? Appreciate you for tuning in. It's the Hobby Room to the Hebrews cast. We do appreciate it. Much gratitude. We're 30 minutes running over. That's not a problem. That being said, I'll be right back, folks. Bear with me. Sorry about that, folks. Appreciate you guys' patience. All right. There could be a stable outside with horses in the stalls. There could be a stable outside with horses in the stalls. Just can't be interacted with unless you enter the homestead by invite. Now, I'm going to show you tomorrow with Tuesdays with Tiff. I'm going to show you guys tomorrow. How to, or the mansions actually have that. The mansions actually have where you can stable your horses, like where you can board your horses right outside the property, and it's within the gates. Like it's all like close proximity because it's in Saint Denis, so it's kind of, you know, it's more, you know, isolated. However, if it was an exterior stable like at McFarland's Ranch, I don't know how that would work. I don't know how that would work. Scandro bought the Red Dead Ultimate Edition on Steam today since I only had the $6 standalone, but also tweeted Rockstar shaming them about advertisement tweet and asked effort since they want sales on Reddit IP. Appreciate that. Appreciate that transparency. Yeah. No, you have, hey, I don't know if you said you don't have the standalone edition before. That story is amazing. And then you'll see the mechanics, like you'll see the potential that Reddit Online has, right? You'll see the potential that Reddit Online has. Hi, Ram Gaming says, gotta go. Appreciate you for joining the Hebrews cast in the hobby room tonight. Do appreciate it. Much gratitude. Hope you have a good night and rest easy. Creeping Creeper in the building. Much gratitude for stopping by. Says, what if you can buy a warehouse where you can make items with skins of animals, then go around selling them? Or have a farming team where you can grow crops and sell them? Yeah, it's just how can all that work within free roam? Those are great ideas. Kind of becoming like I guess you're a trader already, but I don't know, a poacher or a taxiderm. There was that taxidermist role rumored, you know, with Harriet. That you know, the whole naturalist role. There's so much that can be, you know, added. Should have been added already. You know what I mean? Benny Cobain says, to be honest, I feel like they're going to wait till it drops on the PS5 to unlock its full potential, such as Mexico and Tahiti. But everything else should be copy and paste from story. Yeah. As far as like, and I wouldn't mind for them, like a map expansion right now is not what we need. I understand people say, what do you mean? We need content so bad. Yeah, but we need content that dates back to the damn Frontiers Pursuit DLC, right? Like the roles need to be added on to, you know what I mean? There's little role-playing mechanics that haven't even been introduced. There's Land of Opportunities that hasn't even been finished. We need to get that done first. Otherwise, I feel like we're never going to get anywhere good. Bro, you look like Prince, by the way. If another person said, Phil, pull up a picture of Prince, because I need to see this. Talking about I look like Prince. How? This what we're doing? Is this what we're doing, folks? This is what we're doing? I almost took off my hat and gave you guys an exclusive, but the fro isn't quite grown out yet, okay? But this is what we're doing. Okay. Okay. No, how about we don't talk about it? How about we don't talk about it? Get it off my screen. I don't need to hear it. If there was properties, I'd pay legit. tomorrow on stream, Tuesdays with Tiff, you guys will see the properties. 3 p.m. Tune in if you want it. I'm gonna go through it with you guys. But then we also got it. I got to get that trader roll going because I want that passive income. I'm tired of hunting and taking it to the butcher. And it's funny because before the trader roll, all throughout beta, we would always be grinding and going back to the butcher. But now it's like I every time I kill something, I'm like, I'm not trying to go all the way to a butcher table and find a butcher in a town. I want to take it to Crips. You know what I mean? I want to take it to Crips. Vice City and San Andreas was fire. Absolutely, absolutely. Bank jobs. This dude has GTA on the brain. There's a lot of fanboys, man. Frozen ramen. I don't like that. That doesn't sound good at all. If I said it right. Did I miss something? Yeah, you know, just the Hebrews cast. Appreciate you for tuning in. No, thank you for joining the hobby room tonight. Big Cheese says, yep, you're his lost son. I should have read that before I read it. You know what I mean? I see the okay, we're going to skip all of those. Ralph 12. The heist update for Reddit Online, just like in GTA. Bank robberies, train robberies, tailor it to Red Dead. But yeah, train heist, bank heist. Okay, I'm down. Okay, so 39 votes. And it was 100, close too fast, but 100. Where we at? Oh, okay. So 93. I think it was at 93. Once properties. I was just making sure. Because that was a year ago that was data mined. I just want to make sure that people still are interested in the properties. That'll be the video tomorrow before the stream. Brandon Matto says the only way I can see ranch working is by the house. John stays in Pronghorn. Okay. Maybe I'm misreading it, or maybe we have a couple typos here. But I think you're referring to what I was saying at the beginning of the stream. The only way I can see ranch working is by the house John stays in Pronghorn. There's multiple there, so you can buy it and you can get a certain amount of chorus each day, so you don't always see people. I'm not sure I understand that comment. Sorry, I know what you're referring to as like Pronghorn Ranch and where John was at. There was multiple houses there. The other people lived at that was lined up there. Of course, that's not in Reddit Online. You're saying chores each day? So you don't always have to see people. A certain amount of chores you can do. But that's the thing that we're talking about. How do you implement those chores? You know what I mean? How do you implement those chores is the thing. So 96% yes, 4% no with properties with 45 votes. Biggie Cheese says it would be nice if they added the train from story mode into online transporting NPCs and you can rob them. That's what I'm saying. So the train you're talking about from story mode, that's actually just a passenger train. What we have in Reddit Online is cargo train, so there's no passengers on them. There may be some lootables on there. And this came to me the other day. How come there's never any collectibles? Cut the track, Phil. How come there's never any collectibles on the train? I know with the blood money, we go and steal the gem off the train, but, or is it the ruby? Or is it the emerald? You know what I'm talking about. There should be some collectibles on the train. Like, that would be cool. Like a collectible on the train from Mab Nazar with the collector roll. How did they not think to put a collectible on the train? There's one in the tunnel north of Armadillo, right, that the train goes into, but they're a diggable, but there's no collectible on the train. I always thought that was interesting. I'm gonna head out, but it's been good to be in the chat. Hey, Wolftam 1000, we appreciate you. Thank you for joining today. Thank you for joining the Hebrews cast. We do appreciate it. We're here throughout the week, 3 p.m. I wouldn't call it trash, but GTA is definitely burnt out. Facts. It's what they're doing to it. The game itself, it's fine. You let it taper down and die, it's fine. And by die, I mean stop supporting it, but still be able to play it. We got to stop the shark cards somehow. I mean, it would be neat to buy a plot of land, yes, then build something, but furnishings from achievements. Kind of grind your furnishings. Okay. Through achievements. Even a dedicated merchant, yeah, I can see that. You can craft them too. Get ingredients / mats. Yes. You guys are so, like, the community is so witty and so creative. And these are just ideologies, right? You may not have the technology to develop it right in front of you and put it into RDO, but still, really appreciate your guys' input. It just really shows not just the potential, but what's lacking. What about having indoor barns? Antonio Martinez, thank you for joining the hobby room. Yes, in the Hebrews cast. Yes, so an indoor barn would work. And I'm gonna show you that tomorrow. In the game, actual live stream, Tuesdays with Tiff. Sanchez, implementing chores can be the same way that you can only spin the wheel once a day, or how you can only sell 3 auto shop cars. Then could be a max on chores that help income and time to sell goods. So basically a cooldown. That's what you're saying, cooldown timer. And then there could be a max to chores. Then there could be a max on chores that helps income and time to sell goods. Not to me. Brandon Maddow. We need the hot air balloon. We can call in things like hunting wagon. I got the blimp in GTA Online. It gets shot down sometimes, but usually people just leave it alone while I cruise in it. Somebody said, because I was always talking about the implementation of the blimp from story mode, but someone was saying like it'd be a drop, and I forget what they said that it drops. Kind of like in GTA, how you have the ammo drops or something, but it'll drop something, like utilize it like that. I always use it as just like, I always thought of it as just like a free roam vehicle. You know, you can go to a certain elevation, like really high up, and be sniped out of it. And it can even take damage over time, but you could also crouch in there, right? And look down with your Carcano or your rolling block. But, you know, like have it to where it can take several bullets, you know, before it just starts coming coming down. But it would be cool to implement that. But they implemented it another way, and it was pretty cool the way that they were talking about it. And I don't want to misquote it, so I forget exactly what they said. What they said. You guys got to understand that, like, Black is in the chat. He likes Reddit Online, right? Or he's on the fence about it. Maybe he doesn't know how to grind gold. I'm not trying to be subliminal. I'm not trying to get at you. Maybe he doesn't know how to grind gold, doesn't have a lot of cash. Maybe never really gave it a chance, but he's interested. He likes the ideology of Reddit Online and the era that it's set in. Why else would he be here? We're gonna start, you know. We got the Hebrews cast. This what I'm about to say is in the works, so I'm gonna let that I'm not gonna let the left hand know what the right hand's doing just because we got certain people in here. But anyways, Z Prophet says, Young Hebrew, how is it going today? Man, I appreciate you for coming back and tuning in today and the continued support. We do appreciate it. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm a little hungry. The strawberries held me over, but not for long. Not for long. Them strawberries, you know, they didn't fill me up just to the top. I need something else. I'm letting this run over a little bit because, you know, we do have a full house and the support is real, and I appreciate that. So we're going a little over 2 hours. We're almost at 3 hours now. But yeah, the podcast has some projects to work on, but that's okay. I like, it's about the support and it's about the channel growth. That's gonna happen. That's gonna, you know, be a byproduct regardless. As long as I give value, as long as I give, even if it's just good content, that's escapism, whatever, right? Sometimes some of you guys, you know, you like my voice, you listen to it as a podcast. That's what this is. I know people like to watch podcasts, just as much as I like listening to them. So I don't mind providing that value, but it's more so about the hashtag Save Reddit Online. I'm just as excited as you guys are. Like I said, we're people before anything else. You got, like, I'm human just like you guys are, right? And I'm excited just like you guys are for content, and I really want content just as bad as you guys do. But I gotta, as a creative, and just as me as my character, I gotta put it into a perspective where it makes sense and not just make content that's just buffoonery. So talking to you guys and engaging, like I said in my video today, I like this. I like talking to you guys and engaging with the chat. Aside from, you know, editing content and videos. And five finger fillet. Yes, Mr. Native. 100%. 100%. I need that. I need that. Five finger fillet inside of my mansion. Forget that. Forget that. Even at the base property for 40 gold bars. Okay. Even McFarland's Ranch for 45 gold bars. Because you were doing it outside of Armadillo in Red Dead Redemption 1, right next to the train station as a little free roam event. So I want that inside I want that to be a perk. That's one of the perks. I'm glad you said that. That can be inside of the property that only costs 45 gold bars, 50 gold bars, 60 gold bars. You get the mansion, you get a poker table. You and your friends can go in there and gamble. Mansion comes with a poker table. Mansion, you get to pick. Do you want five finger fillet? Do you want blackjack? Or do you want a poker table? Or do you want all three? Keep in mind, they take up real estate, so choose wisely. You're 100%. Yeah, five finger fillet is so fun. Five finger fillet is so fun. Get prints off of my desktop. Thank you. He's the real outlaw. Mr. Native. That was a good one. If they ever want to add a stranger mission, says Brandon Maddle, well, I'm saying that right, the last name, that no one would be pissed at since it takes place before story, is an Arthur Morgan mission. I always wonder why they don't. I understand why they wouldn't use him, and then I get the huge benefit of using him in Reddit Online. I see both sides of the coin there. Don't you think if we had indoor barns, wouldn't that mean that multiple players could own the same property? And Antonio Martinez says, yeah, that's what I was going to show tomorrow. Like, if you have a mansion that has a barn outside in Saint Denis, multiple people can own that property because it's an interior. What I'm taking issue with and having problem navigating in this little brain of mine, little brain it is owning a ranch such as Emerald Station, Emerald Ranch, Pronghorn Ranch from the epilogue. McFarland's Ranch, right? And there's a whole bunch of little homesteads and ranches all over the world. Them introducing ranches that we can buy, you know, knock down some trees, and like a story about how knocking down trees and building houses. That exterior doesn't work. John Marston in the epilogue doesn't work in Reddit Online. That's what's irritating. What about weapon wagons? Like the war wagon with the Maxim gun on top that's armored? I don't have a problem with that being in free roam because I don't think it's going to be OP. You need 2 people to drive it. It's free aim. It's very hard to hit your target at times. 1 dynamite arrow, take out the horse, the wagon's done. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be OP, but it'd be fun. It's something fun. I'd rather almost like have a bike. I don't know if I'll say a bicycle. I do want a bicycle. I don't know if I'd rather have that than a war wagon. At this point, I really don't care either or, right? But a bicycle too, something like a bicycle. Damn, you got good ideas for content for Reddit Online. Hashtag save Reddit Online. Thank you, Sanchez. You guys as well. I you know, it's feeding off each other's energy, right? That's all that is. All right, I'm gonna head out. It was good to be here. Tank Rat says, hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for tuning into the Hebrews Cast. Be here throughout the week, 3 p.m. Tomorrow though is Tuesdays with Tiff. So there's no cast tomorrow. Tomorrow is straight streaming Reddit Online with our Save Reddit Online character. 3 p.m. But I suppose GTA still needs all the updates it gets. Explain that logic. GTA Online could still be updated alongside Reddit Online. They just need to start tapering it down. We all know objectively that GTA Online needs to start tapering down it should have already tapered down its updates, and they should have supported their latest installment Reddit Online. Right? Okay. The same way they made GTA 5 and they stopped when production was done and made Reddit Online or Red Dead Redemption 2. Damn near made their money back with pre-orders. Made their money back that opening weekend. That release window of the weekend. Z Prophet says, at Young Hebrew, why not let us make something out of the Braithwaite Manor? No spoilers, but it kind of makes sense to do something with that area. Well, even if it's spoilers, Reddit Online is set before story mode, so those people can still occupy that space. The thing is, though, it's the Braithwaites versus the Greys, though. Like somebody in chat yesterday said, I don't think they're here right now, but they said that do missions between the Braithwaites and the Greys, and I was saying, yeah, make one honorable or dishonorable, no spoilers, but make the Braithwaites dishonorable for obvious reasons. If you played the story mode, if you haven't played the story mode, I advise you play the story mode before you play Reddit Online. Okay, still hashtag Reddit on, save Reddit Online on Twitter, but it's a little tweak, it is, but that'd be cool to do something, incorporate the Greys and the Braithwaites. We still don't even have Clay Davies, right, and his brother Clyde. Like stealing horses, break a wild horse and be able to sell it to them without papers. The higher you bond with it, the more it sells for. Maybe make it to where you can saddle it and equip and get papers for it and sell it back to the state or sell it to the stable. But we don't even need that. Just have it to where you can bond with the horse, and the higher the bond with the horse, because it takes time to bond, or you go get that trinket from Gus, which we do need more trinkets at Gus's store. The higher bond you are with the horse, say it goes from level 4, now you got to go to bond to level 10, level 8. The higher the bond with the horse, the more it sells for to Clyde and Clay Davies, the brothers, the one that doesn't speak. Remember, he calls him boy because he 30 seconds born 30 seconds sooner, or came out first, whatever he says in the prologue. But selling selling horses without papers, they could make it to where it's worth more money, adding legendary horses, right, or more expensive horses or horses that are worth more, right? Harder to catch, but you see them spawn on your map. But it doesn't have to have you don't got to go real crazy. You don't got to add another icon on the map for it. You just see a little circle light up, like you do when there's a a random event, stranger mission, or stranger mission indicator on the map. Or like when there's an arrow and a dog, that circle, that gray circle, that's what I'm talking about. And it shows a wild horse that's very valuable. Or you can use a legendary sign, but you can hear the horse neighing, so you know it's a wild horse, and he's very fast, and you're chasing him around. Have him in certain areas, like in Rio Bravo, where the Tiger Mustang is in story mode. Have it in Rio Bravo. Have one in Amberino, where the White Arabian is in story mode. Like, have them like where you can actually chase them and not be involved with a lot of players. So obviously somewhere in New Austin, south of New Austin, north of New Austin, Amberino, maybe one in Little Creek. That'll work. I kind of got carried away there. My God, I'm sorry. Later, man. Goat429 says, hey, much gratitude for even tuning in. Thank you for joining the Hebrews cast tonight. Hebrew, do you play on Xbox or PlayStation? Play on Xbox. Play on Xbox. What about armored for our character and horse? Yes, we already got the masks. I wouldn't be mad at a little bit of armor. And then your horse can take a little bit more damage, right? If you're talking about like armor as far as like Teddy Brown's outfit, I can see that. It'd have to make sense the way it was implemented. You know what I mean? Like, it just had to make sense the way that it was implemented. Ali says, what if they add a new role? That'd be great. That'd be great. I got a whole bunch of ideas. That's exactly what we want. More content. That'd be great. We play everything in game and nothing to spend on. Or we have everything in game, nothing to spend it on. Yeah, this is true. Legendary horses would be very nice, Kitty says. And maybe add in the undead nightmare for horses of the apocalypse. Yes, that's what I am talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Whew. Yeah, so when you're talking about undead, okay. That's all right, 60 votes, 93% want to see. Okay. And 6% don't want properties. I mean, yeah, see, yeah, take me back to Red Dead 1. Appreciate you guys' participation in that poll there. I'll get right back to you guys' comments here. All right, so for special stuff in Reddit Online, I would want Cowboys versus Aliens Undead Nightmare. No, I know Z Prophet, yeah. Even if it's just a timed event for the Halloween, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I'm not against that. They had UFOs when they had UFOs in GTA Online. Why weren't we doing Cowboys versus Aliens? People probably say, well, they have aliens in both games. Trash. Nah, because it fits the era. It makes sense. It makes sense. I definitely would grind a little more if there were properties somewhere to hang my hat. Ooh. Attention to detail. What Rockstar is so good at. I won't knock them. Same as Naughty Dog. Okay? I'm gonna really have a lot to compare it to other than those two. But yeah. They have them too, where you can hang your coat, you can hang your hat. You see them there, right? It's merely props at this point. But if you could like hold X and put your hat right there, yeah, yes. Dylan, my guy, that was yeah. I like to see that as part of the incentive of owning a property. Tomorrow they're not gonna drop anything but some gifts. Let's go. Hey, thank you for joining the Hebrews cast. No, tomorrow they're not gonna drop anything because we still have, we still have the end of February for our vouchers, but we still have the month-long update. Like, we don't get a weekly update like GTA anymore. They put ours to a month. A month long. You gotta stay hydrated, cowpokes. You hear me? You hear me? So yeah, it's about what they're gonna say when it comes to content, future content. What are they gonna say? That's what that's in regards to. Some people have 3,000 gold bars or more. They can't spend it all. I mean, you couldn't definitely spend it all if you choose to use your, go and buy everything with gold. But yeah, everything that costs gold, you could have everything that costs gold and not have all your guns all gold, which is funny. My character has no gold on his guns whatsoever. My main character. Like, I feel like it's dumb to waste money on gold or waste gold on making my guns gold. Like, I'm not gonna spend gold bars on that. And that's preference. And some would argue, and you want new content, but you're not making your guns gold. But it's like, yeah, but it's the aesthetic. I want it to be realistic. You know what I mean? So, which is funny because my American Indian, he has all gold guns, but none of my guns are gold at all. None of, like, no, on my main character. Plus, maybe there could be an Easter egg, says Kitty, with the scrawny nag, where if you do something to it, you can have it become one of the undead horses. Yes, they could incorporate the scrawny. See, this is what I'm talking about. And this is why we're spamming hashtag save Reddit online, because we are. In 2022, the players are the developers. I'm going to start saying that. In 2022, the players are the devs. The players are the devs. What about Call to Arms map? A new Call to Arms map? No, there's enough. There's enough variation as there is. I'm good on that, to be honest. There's Arabella Lee. I'm back, says Cassidy. Gratitude. Imagine if they made GTA 6 cross-gen. Now, that would be a real tragedy. Nah, they're waiting for next-gen hardware. If they're having problems imagine if Rockstar pulled a CDPR. Imagine. That's why GTA 6 is years out. We're talking 3 years with delays. 4 years, if we're lucky, with delays. I'd love to have a room at Fort Wallace. Says Bradley. Gamer Dragon. Hashtag save it online. Thank you. We appreciate that. We do. Much gratitude. No woman, no cry. No women, no cry. I think they will say nothing. Tomorrow's the moment of truth. It's not the end, of course. We're going to keep pushing. But it's going to be interesting what happens tomorrow and Wednesday. If anything is said by Rockstar Tuesday or Wednesday. That's all I'm going to say. I'm interested to see. 3,000 gold bars. Wow. I hope that's legit. Oh, I definitely believe so. I know I don't have the most by any means, but I have like 2,075 gold bars, and it's all legit. And I've taken almost a year break from the game. In terms of dailies, like I stopped grinding dailies for a while. You know some hackers that drop gold. What? In my PC? Gus says he killed a polar bear. We should get one up in Ambrino. Oh yeah. I would like for them to, Amberino's so big, right? I would like for them to add to Amberino, like go like, because it's unlimited real estate. You can go more north, not only add properties in Amberino. I don't know why there was no placeholder for Amberino. Amberino needs a property for people that want to be in the snow after they add blizzards. Well, at the same time, you need to add some blizzards and make it snow. It shouldn't be raining in Amberino. It's 10 degrees. It makes no sense. It's below 4. Anyways, that being said, need a dynamic weather. Add haboobs in New Austin, dust storms. But nonetheless, like expand, like make Amberino go more north and add polar bears. Because it wouldn't make sense just to drop them in unless it's a legendary inside of a mission with Harriet. There you go. Boom. I'm glad you brought that up. That does work. Players are the new devs now. For real, says Dylan. Now, you know. Hey, it's Phoenix. Says, hey, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you tuning in. 50 Shades of Park says, I responded to your idiotic argument that Reddit Online doesn't deserve updates when you can't acknowledge GTA 6. I thought you were talking to me for a second. I want a zombie horse in Red Dead. Golden Apple says. Oh, slow coach. What a friendly community. Everybody saying hi to each other. Appreciate you guys. Are we doing a Red Dead playthrough? Are we uploading that to the channel? I need to know, folks. I need to know, folks. The problem, you can't buy anything with no money. Yeah, that's the main problem. We need a sinkhole for our cash. You are right. 120,000 and 10 million, quadrillion, billion, infinity to beyond. Percent correct, my friend. Jake here. Bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb. My God, this guy's blowing it up. Guy's blowing it up in here. Cassidy Brandon says, some might disagree, and there is a lot, but I think there should be tons more horses. I agree 20,000%. I can't get enough horses, but first I need more stable slots. And I need you to fix my horse that's continuously sick and his cores are drained no matter what I do. It's broken. It's a stable slot that's broken. It's beta. I went over the Blood Money patch notes and it wasn't fixed. I was like, my God. My God. The Moonshine Shack has gotten way better though. You don't bug out rarely now. Knock on wood. But I want more horse stables first. I can't own any more horses. That's why I got 2 other characters as well, so I can own the horses that I don't own on my main account, and it's tragic. And I need to add like a second character account on the same account, a second character on the same account, please. Please. And like I was saying the other day, like I came across a danger seeker in free roam, and she had a donkey that was fully saddled, a full tack and all. And I rode the hell out of him. I never seen a donkey with a saddle in game. Never came across that. Honest to God. Is the playthrough of Red Dead 1 or Red Dead 2? It's of Red Dead Redemption 1. It's of Red Dead Redemption 1. There's a lot of playthroughs of Red Dead 2 actually going on right now that you bring that up that I've seen. I just already finished Red Dead 2 for the 6th time and then went back and revisited the end, the epilogue, because it segues so perfectly that I wanted to play Red Dead 1. I would love to play it on the channel. So I just want to get you guys' opinion. I'll upload it. Hey, I love the hashtag save Reddit online. You be easy, brother. I'm out. Antonio Martinez, thank you for stopping by the Hebrews cast tonight. Yeah, we've been running longer than we're supposed to, but we have been for the past few days, ain't we? Much gratitude. Much gratitude. You stopping by. Z Prophet says, a young Hebrew, remember Red Dead 1's mounts online? Why can't we get a buffalo or a zebra donkey horse? Yes, yeah. They're like memes, but back in the day, they were fun to mess around with. I miss my bull rush days in the first one. Yeah, like people want bulls. They want to mount bulls, cattle, and stuff like in Red Dead Redemption 2 online. But Yeah, all you can do right now is donkeys. Miniature donkey. Again, at that, it was a miniature donkey. I forgot to say that. It was a miniature donkey. You know the miniature donkey by Flatneck Station? It was that one, right? But with a damn saddle on. A full tack. Not even kidding. And a dynamite. Yeah, exactly. That's it. So you guys know, some of you even played Red Dead Online. Red Dead Redemption 1 online. I miss Red Dead Redemption 1. It looks good. It's been remastered for the Xbox One X. Looks good. I would love a remake. I still would love a remake of that game. It needs it. I still say it needs it. Apples and oranges, my friend. There you go. And that's the end of the argument. Red Dead 1 is great, just like Red Dead 2. Golden Apples, we appreciate you for not comparing and contrasting, just saying both games are great. This is a fact. This is a robbery. That's what you don't get. This isn't about GTA Online versus Red Dead Online. End of discussion. What about mule? Yeah. Like as far as like us owning mules, that's easy to do. They tire quick, but that's something that they could already done. And they're already in the game, yeah. Sanchez says, I've been a big fan of Rockstar and their online throughout the years, but GTA Online was like an anomaly to me. They haven't been the same since. Yeah, it's kind of turned into Saints Row. It really is. They tried, like Rockstar is smart. They're very strategic. It's a chess move. It's a chess game with them. It's like dealing with the damn government, right? Like they bring it back down with the, the car meet, the tuners DLC, try to make it back grounded. Then they bring they'll bring it up, weaponized vehicles, they bring it back down. You know what I mean? And then with the agency update and stuff like that. Why boycott a great game? While GTA Online is good, but it's plagued with toxicity. New Red Dead players are just bored. Grand Theft Auto players. Ali says. Possibly, but I mean, if that's the case, they won't be there for long. I'm honestly against a Red Dead Redemption remaster / remake after what happened with the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. Yeah, that's why I say remake by Rockstar. You know what I mean? But yeah, if anybody else is going to touch it, of course not. I'll stick with the remaster that it is right now. Sorry guys, my head itches. All right. Good point. It literally took Saints Row's place in ridiculousness. I mean, I can fly. I look. Okay. If you don't think it's ridiculous, check this out. Cut the track. I can literally fly in a DeLorean to the strip club. In a DeLorean, land it, send it back while I'm in the strip club, get a lap dance from Cheetah, come back out, hop in my Vigilante, which is the Batmobile, and rock it away. Just rock it off. Just as cool as I think that those pop culture references are and vehicles are, I do. You can't help but think that it's a little weird to be, all right, to go in the hood, right? Go to Grove Street in a Vigilante. Nah, man, you need to be on a bicycle or the 6'4" Impala. You need your lowrider, a bicycle, just some sort of practical regular vehicle. You don't pull up on a damn oppressor or a Mark II. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it gets silly. It gets real silly is all. And I love the DeLorean. I love Back to the Future and all that. Like, I like the vehicles. But when you stop and think about it, it doesn't know what it wants to be anymore. It just doesn't know what it wants to be anymore. It used to be about criminal, gangster, you know what I'm saying? Like hood-ish. Right? Then they started, like, you look at all the and they try to like change up the dynamic. I get it because you don't want to keep the same formula. They try to change the dynamic up with Michael and Franklin and Trevor. You got the hood dude with his hood boys. Then you got this crazy, psycho, unforgettable character that everybody hates and loves simultaneously. And then you got the kind of smart, more intelligent Michael. And everybody can relate to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But yeah, it comes out, it's pretty ridiculous. He don't want to smoke. Summer's finest, thank you for being in the building tonight. Into the hobby room. Welcome to the Hebrews cast. I know you've been here. Welcome anyways. What about building mansions? What about it? Get the pre-cut wood and build it. If it's next gen hardware, on current gen hardware, right? If it gets optimized, you can do the whole process. You can watch your property be built right in front of you, or just have it done over time, like a course of a few days. You got to come back. You could check on it. Innovation is, say, limitless, but a lot can be done if they optimize it if they just care about the game. If they optimize it for current gen hardware and they start giving it content and more and more and more. If GTA Online was grounded, the FIB will be closing down your properties every week. I mean, you get raided back to back. The raids are impeccable. The raids, I mean, you're guaranteed to get raided. Don't you dare go into your MC with a full business. Saints Row Reboot is just a woke field version of Saints Row 2. That's a hot take, but I may have to, we'll give a little bit of horns, right? Nah, you're right. You're right. We wrapping up this poll here soon. I hated Michael says, let's go. Red Dead is limitless if it gets optimized. Sanchez, it breaks my heart reading that. Scandro. Hashtag Save Red Online is about more than a Rockstar movement and is about holding game companies accountable. Holding game companies to communicate with the customers and provide online support and listen to feedback and support tickets. Man, I just bought a PS4 2 years ago. And I don't want to have to buy a PS5 to continue playing Reddit Online. You're going to have to buy it to play GTA Online if you want to play the Expand Enhance. But I hear you. But would you buy it for GTA? If not, then I'm not mad at you. But don't worry, because Sony, okay, they're going to keep making PS4s. That's another topic for another day. You don't got to worry about that. You're all right, boy. All right, we'll wrap this pull up here in a minute. About 1 minute left. What's Black saying? You want Red Dead to be GTA Online? Nobody wants Red Dead to be GTA Online. That's not a good thing. Why can't you enjoy it how it is? Because GTA Online is the reason why Reddit Online can't be enjoyed how it is. It can always be enjoyed, but it can't be enjoyed how it is because GTA Online. Meaning that Reddit Online never finished getting out the mud, meaning that it's been unfinished. It's an unfinished product. So how can you enjoy something? It's like you get to the end of the movie and then your VHS player cuts off. Yes, I still watch VHSs. You know what I mean? So you get to the end and then you never get to the end of the film. You never see the end of the film. That's the problem. You never get to the end of the film. The game never got out of the mud because of GTA Online. Because of GTA Online. Because of GTA Online. And not GTA Online, but because of Rockstar's decision. Because they're morally incompetent of doing what's right. That's like saying, why do you got to be in the chat talking about GTA? But I'm allowing it. You know what I mean? Yeah, incomplete games seem less and less over time. Goat429 says hashtag save Reddit Online is about not only being fair to games, but being fair to the gamer as well. We got some geniuses, very smart people with their thinking cap, right? A lot of people with their thinking cap on. What a great community to be a part of, man. What a great community to be a part of. Let's end this poll. $10-gallon thinking cap. Hey. So we got 47 votes. 87% yes, 12% no. All right. I think we're going to have to pull the trigger on that one. Get it going Wednesday. All right. I'll officially let you guys know tomorrow about that playthrough. Okay, Black is clearly trolling. The fact that you just said that the Land of Opportunities was finished, you got to go. Okay. And by go, I mean you got to be putting time out. Okay. The Land of Opportunities, no one will ever tell me, or even, you know, and it's a troll. I get it. Obviously. Or maybe it's a GTA fanboy that really believes Land of Opportunities is finished. Imagine thinking that the Land of Opportunities was finished. Imagine taking that bait. Okay. Old slow coach, you already know. No, it wasn't. I'm new here, but I think you should do a Rags to Riches Reddit Online series. Well, that's basically what we're doing right now. Sorry to blow your eardrums out there. That's what we're doing right now in Reddit Online with our hashtag save Reddit Online player. We started from the bottom, and we just obtained, we're ranked 2 in the bounty roll. So, but I appreciate that idea. Maybe we'll change the series of Rags to Riches now, because we're only the 3rd stream in. So we can do Rags to Riches. Cassidy, tomorrow's stream will be Rags to Riches. Tuesdays with Tiff. Rags to Riches. Because that's exactly what we're doing. We already proved that it's less toxic than GTA Online. Right? Now, we just got to go from Rags to Riches. I think Rockstar devs were trying to give us a hint with the end of Land of Opportunity missions. For Jessica Kirk said, this isn't what we deserve, but it's what we got. Oh, slow coach. I'm stuck, man, says, do you think Rockstar will actually acknowledge all of this? Or do you think they'll keep ignoring us? 100% I think they'll acknowledge it. I think they already have acknowledged it, right? By showing that they know about it. That's acknowledging, right? They've acknowledged it by not posting Thursday and waiting till Friday to post their Reddit Online drip fed DLC. Now we want a response to the hashtag save Reddit Online. I get what you're saying. And yes, I do believe so. Cassie said I'll be there. All right. Much gratitude. Bradley Rutledge says, gotta go. Good night. Good night. Hashtag save Reddit Online. Let's go. If anybody followed GTA 5 Online, they didn't drop good DLCs until like the 3rd year until online. So I think the Reddit Online 2 will still come back. Thoughts, Hebrew? No, because they were getting content right out the gate. I think the I think the what was it? Look at this real quick. What was it? The CEO. Let me see. So if we look here, all right, cut the track. And after this, we're gonna head out for the night. I think we'll be wrapping it up here. So 2013, boom, we get online, right? Get the Beach Bum update. See here. So heist in 2015. So 13, so 2 years, and you said what, 3? You said third year. I mean, the second year they already had heist, and then but between even that, like the Beach Bum, they had the content creator update, extremely versatile content. Like that's allows player to build their own business in GTA. Like that is, I'm just saying, it is what it is. The business update, a minor update, adding some new vehicles, weapons, and customization items with the common formal theme. But let me see, High Life update. I'm not a hipster. Independence. Okay, San Andreas Flight School update. Last Team Standing. See, like this is content. You do the flight school, like that's content. So then the following year, GTA Online heist update. Difficult but lucrative heist missions. The Fleesa job. So that's 2013, 2014. Nope, that is 2015. So 2 years it took to get the heists. Then the low riders. After that, like it was just executives and other criminals. Halloween surprise. They already been doing this stuff. Okay. MF Gambino says your patience and respect has earned you a follow, sir. Keep up the good work. Much gratitude. Thank you so much. So yeah, because I brought this up before for receipts. In 2016, so yeah, import export 2016. So about 3 years, yeah, okay. So 2 to 3 years for them to actually get, but you see all this, like this is what's missing from Reddit Online. Look at all this. Online biker, stunt race creator, cunning stunts. Like all this, Be My Valentine DLC. You're seeing DLC, update DLC, you're seeing DLC, lowriders. Like part 1, part 2. All this, like this is what's missing. Little stuff sprinkled throughout the years. That's what's missing. Rather how long they sit on them heights. That's what I'm saying. Like it's, yeah, you know, there was that limited imaginations. There's a lot of suggestions being made. Just adding the GTA. Yeah. Nothing that we haven't already spoke about, right? Dylan Detail says this stream was lit up like a lantern. Rockstar will wake up if we all keep pushing together. 110%. Man, I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Much gratitude for everybody coming through tonight. Much gratitude. This is the Hebrews Cast. It's been the Hebrews Cast. We appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate the hashtag Save Reddit Online. I appreciate the support, but more so support Reddit Online. Support the games that you love, that you're passionate about. If you are passionate, support the games, protect the games the best of your ability to speak up on it. Just at least speak up on it. Don't compromise your morals and principles. Stand for something. Stand together. If this was vice versa, I'd be standing with GTA. The shoe just happens to be on the other foot. So I'm not understanding these GTA YouTubers trying to shit on Red Dead and, you guys are just babies. It was never supposed to be successful. Okay. Just keep that same energy when expanded enhanced gets delayed, and when it's delivered, it's a pile of dog trash. Keep that same energy when GTA 6 keeps getting rescheduled or delay after delay after delay after delay, and it keeps getting restarted, and the schedule's all over the place. And just, hey, it's for money. It's a business move. You got to understand they're a business. So hold on tight to your expanded enhanced, the remaster of the remaster. Just understand that you're playing the same game for 10 years. You've been playing the same game. We've literally been playing the same game for 10 years. Just understand that. Remember that. And keep that same energy. Just keep that same energy. Appreciate every single one of you. It's been your boy, Young Hebrew. I hate to leave so soon. Oh, but it's been so late. At the same time, it's been the Hebrews Cast. Much gratitude. See you guys tomorrow for Tuesdays with Tiff. Catch us at 3 p.m. if you want to. We'll be checking out them properties. The Rancher Roll. It's not a thing. Rockstar talk tomorrow. Only time will tell. Much gratitude, man. Peace and blessings. Rest easy.